Anyway. Alright. Let's see how we go here. What do we got? Fantastic. Everything is up and running. I love that. Hi. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to part 2 of the Golden Wake. I apologize for my MIA-ness over the past week. Between it being really, really cold, so there was that, but also I have like a crochet project I'm trying to do, but also like yeah, it's just been really, really cold, so I've bought some fingerless gloves in the hope they will warm me up or keep me warm. I've got a massive blanket, which is currently trapped in my wheel, and I have a beanie if absolutely necessary, if I need to resort to that. But I look ridiculous in hats, so I'd rather not put that on unless I absolutely have to. So yes, we're gonna try. Is this... I think this must be where we're at. Yes, okay. Alright. What were we doing again? What were we doing again? Please hold. This is why you don't take breaks from games, because you forget what was going on. Do I have a... I forgot what I was doing.
Got a moment, Wilson?
Of course, Banks. What can I do for you?
See you around.
Okay, so that's not anything. I've forgotten what we were doing. It's been too long. I've forgotten. Oh, why are we doing that now? Come on. Hey, Silverheart, how are you? I am doing well. I've got my fingerless gloves to try and stay warm, because that's a thing. And I've got a very large blanket. I don't remember what I was doing. Soda jerk. Okay, no. Thanks, they cost me $3. I went looking in Target and all of their fingerless gloves were sold out, and I was like, what the hell? Or it had been stolen, potentially. I think Target is having a bit of an issue with thieves at the moment over here. I think the cost of living is driving people to... I think theft is a bit rampant in retail at the moment. Anyway, they didn't have any, and I was like, okay, cool. And I walked into this other store that's like specifically an outdoor store, and she's like, we have these really nice... They weren't cashmere, they were like merino wool. She's like, they are $50 though, and I was like, I'm sorry, what? I was like, I'm sure they're lovely, but it's a little more than I was looking to spend. And I walked to this like random... It's run by like a bunch of... I think they must be from like China maybe or something. Anyway, it's like this store, it's just a random collection of everything, like random stuff that you could find there. And they had some gloves sitting at the front, and they had a couple of different types, and yeah, these were like $3. And I was like, I should have like bought another pair, so I had at least 2 pairs. But we'll see how they go. I was like, I should probably wear them first to see how they feel and everything. They feel pretty nice though. Like, they feel pretty solid. They feel very cushy. So for $3, I'll take it. Yeah, They're not that cute. Yeah, exactly. I was like, oh god, okay. Okay, I don't remember what I was doing. Older gentleman, pool. Older gentleman is lounging around on a chair in a full suit. He looks incredibly familiar. We'll go have a chat.
Begging your pardon,
What is it, boy?
I'm sorry to bother you, but you look incredibly familiar. Have we met?
Depends. You're not a politician, are you?
No.
Didn't think so. You look too clean. I'm William Jennings Bryan. You may have heard of me if you've read a newspaper in the last 30 years.
Of course. Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Bryan. My name's Alfie Banks. I work with George Merrick on the Coral Gables development project.
I'm sure that's very exciting work, young man. You tell Mr. Merrick that this pool of his is quite enjoyable.
I've just remembered we're supposed to... He thinks that we're looking at mayoral candidates, and he thinks he's going to be mayor. He's about to be very disappointed. Also, another reason I bought these gloves is because when it's cold, the bone that I hit in my finger really hurts. Like, I feel it a lot more, so I'm trying to keep that warm as well. It's one of those things.
Could I be bold enough to ask you for a huge favor?
I'd say that is fairly bold, seeing as we've just met, but boldness is a quality I admire. Ask away.
The thing is, Mr. Merrick is having a ceremony tomorrow to unveil the new line of streetcars, and I think it would be an asset to have someone as famous as you there to give a speech.
Not interested. Streetcars are just the cousins of railroads.
I don't quite follow.
Now is not the time for a debate, son. Suffice it to say that the corporations running the streetcars don't represent the interests of the common man. And I very much care about the interests of the common man. So you'll understand if I politely decline your proposal.
Okay.
If I'm not mistaken, you're quite the advocate of prohibition, aren't you?
You bet your buttons I am. These freewheeling wets must be going through a tough time, not having been able to drink in all these years. I was having a conversation with one just last week. He was complaining about limiting freedoms by not allowing the enjoyment of alcohol. Do you know what I said to him? I said, well, if you need it so much, why don't you just call up your pal, Charles Darwin, and have him evolve you an extra hand to slap yourself in the face? Ha! You should have seen the look on him. I love throwing their ridiculous rhetoric back in their faces.
I don't quite know why that's...
I'll let you get back to your sunbathing.
Appreciated.
I'll do that right now. I know. Well, I was just thinking, like, imagine nowadays trying to tell people they can't drink. The lockers are either locked or empty. Okay. So I clearly can't do anything here yet. Oh. Different times. Very, very different times. Why does my mouse keep going over there? That's ridiculous. Golfer looks to be concentrating on his next putt. Several wooden golf tees. Can I grab that?
Say, would you mind if I had one of these teas?
Help yourself.
I don't know why I need it, but...
Nice day for it.
Yeah, nice day. Wish that building back there was done already. The noise is awfully distracting.
Skeleton of the Biltmore Hotel, set to open sometime next year. This is the big project George has been working on for quite some time. It is a big building. Actually, hold on. Let me go back here for just a second. A golf hole. You have no idea what number it is. Okay. Why is my mouse over there? You shouldn't be over there. You should only be here. Really odd. Hold on a second, guys. Let's try this again. Go do this. That's so weird. Anyway, I will figure it out. No, it's doing that. Okay. Wow, why are you doing this time? Okay, try and keep everything. I wonder why it's doing that. Like, it's literally going... Why is it doing that? No, I can't do anything with that. Okay. I don't know why it's doing that. My mouse keeps going off into the other window. I didn't think it could do that. I'm gonna be really honest. See, that is... Why is it doing this now? Didn't do this the last time I played. So that's why I'm a little bit confused. Hey, Cheech, how you doing? This game keeps allowing my mouse to wander off the screen. Window mode? Maybe. Hold on. What if I... Let me just go anywhere. Hold on. I didn't think I could actually change that. But what I might do... Come on. Yeah, see, I can't change it. Let me just casually... Hold on a second. Figure. Features. No. No. Try just restarting it. Like everything's there. Second. Please hold. Do this here in a second. All right. It's interesting. It still shows the game as up. That's... Oh. Because it is. It didn't quit. Okay, let's try that again. No wonder. This is what I'm saying. Like, I couldn't even tell that that's what it was doing. Okay. Just verify it really quick and see if that helps. Da-da-da-da. Da-da. Here, I'll put some music on while we wait. Just for a second. Oh, actually, no, I probably shouldn't do that. Anyway, it's ready. So, mouse is here. Press play. Not changing anything. Not touching anything. Keeping it within... See if this works. Okay. Let's see if this works. Yeah, that seems to have done it. For whatever reason, it decided it didn't like it. Quick restart.
Could I bother you a moment, Miss Rogers?
No bother, Mr. Banks. What can I do for you?
I'll let you get back to work.
Thank you.
Okay, so as far as I can tell, I can't quite remember. I know I'm trying to get the dude, like a famous person. Let me go back to the golf club, because didn't she say there was like famous people? We're trying to get someone famous to do a talk. I think that was... I think that's what we're doing. Yeah. He's just stomping all over the green. It's fine.
Nice day for it.
Yeah, nice day. Wish that building back there was done already. The noise is awfully distracting.
Well, I can't stop the noise. Sharp metal tip for securing it into the ground. Does this mean I can go and bust open the lockers? Is that the idea? I don't know either. I'm just trying things. Let's try persuasion with this guy.
Begging your pardon.
What is it, boy?
Boy.
Mr. Bryan, if you would just listen a moment, I think I can show you that speaking at the event won't be such a terrible thing.
Well, the least I can do is offer you the courtesy of my ears. Have at it, boy.
Oh yeah, okay, here we go. So.
Right. You think I should speak at this rally sponsored by the Streetcar Corporation. I eagerly await your reasoning.
Okay. Okay. The streetcar companies aren't involved at all in this rally. Having you at this event will generate lots of publicity. Merrick cares about people, not profits. He wants a nice community. I don't feel like he's a placate person. I don't think he's a compliment either. I can use seller intuition. The great commoner, cheap suit, personality analysis, populist. Maybe he is a placate.
My boss, Mr. Merrick, he cares about the people. You ought to hear him talk. He doesn't care about profits. He just wants to build a community people can enjoy.
Is that so? Well, he sounds like a man I could respect.
He was
I have to admit, what I've seen so far of his project has been inspiring. That he's doing it for the sake of the people is even more so.
Yeah,
Not to be rude, but what exactly is the point of this rally, if I might ask?
To inform the community as much as possible purely for their benefit, we want to convince people to buy property, helping people make up their minds if they're on the fence. No, awareness.
We're trying to let the community know what the Gables has to offer. It's merely to benefit those who don't know about it and may be interested in moving there.
Sounds noble enough. I can support that motivation.
Fantastic.
I'm sure you understand my caution at lending my support. What sort of image is Merrick trying to go for?
City of the future, modern convenience and technology for all. City beautiful. Aesthetics are priority number 1. Tropical paradise, sunny days, and hot nights. Oh. Futurism, beauty, or paradise? He's a populist. Paradise? Would a populist be interested in the future, or would they be more about the paradise? I don't think he'd care so much about beauty. I don't think aesthetics would be his. I mean, he's wearing a cheap suit, so he doesn't care, right? About that. Right? I would think so as well. I can't imagine he would be super on board with tourism. Sorry, I'm looking for lip gloss. Bear with me. Bye. Thank you, Winter. Oh. Vanity over change. Yeah, true. Okay.
He's focusing on the allure of the climate. Coral Gables is a tropical paradise.
Tropical paradise? Is he trying
Oh.
to make his own version of Havana?
Maybe
Because
not.
all they do down there is drink and gamble and engage in all
Okay.
sorts of debauchery. No, sir, I am not interested in that.
Listen, Mr. Bryan, I'm not going to take up much more of your day. I just want you to consider my offer one last time.
Okay. Nobody but you can bring in the crowds we need. Lending your support will prove your good heart and charitable nature. Your presence will make sure people have proper ideals and morals.
Your presence at the rally will ensure that the people leave with the proper ideals and finely tuned moral compasses.
Well, when you put it that way, it does make the prospect sound considerably more appealing.
So what do you say?
I'm sorry, young man. You have a good way with words, but I'm afraid you just didn't make a compelling enough argument.
Really?
Begging your pardon,
What is it, boy?
Can I do it again?
Some weather we're having, isn't it?
Hot as blazes, but my doctor told me I needed to move south for my health.
Aren't you uncomfortable lying out here in a full black suit?
We all need to make sacrifices in life, young man. In any case, I
yes.
moved my socks and shoes, which helps. The pool is kind enough to provide lockers. Not having to carry around my personal possessions is quite helpful.
I'll let you get back to your sunbathing.
Appreciated.
Okay, something with lockers. Yeah, so the design guy helped me with it, like the creative director or whatever, the dev helped me. I basically, you know how I was going into the kitchen when that guy wasn't there? Because he was like kicking me out initially. Apparently, if you go back into the kitchen when he's there, he goes, "Hey," and then she out front goes, "Oh shush, she's trying to help." And so he goes, "Oh fine." And so then you can talk to him and he gives you stale bread, which you can then blend and turn into breadcrumbs. Yeah. I actually said, so the dev came in, he was like talking, and we were talking about it, and I was like, I just assumed if I can't go in there while he's in there, I just don't, right? Like I just continue along that that mindset. And so the idea was that it actually changed, and that the situation changed because we were further along in the puzzle. Oh. A single black sock sticking out of the locker. Sock has WJB monogrammed on the ankle. Wiggling around for a few minutes, the locker comes open. You find a pair of shoes, socks, and a letter which you unfold and read. Dear William, how you enjoying Miami? I believe I shall be visiting you soon. I dread each winter more than the last. From what you told me, it sounds like quite an interesting place, especially the anecdote about ex-Commissioner Miller. What a disgrace. Okay. So was I supposed to be able to persuade him?
What is it, boy?
I thought you might be interested to know that Jeremiah Miller will be speaking at tomorrow's dedication ceremony for Coral Gables.
What? Miller? I thought that booze hound had been disgraced out of office a few years back.
Apparently not. He's the main speaker.
Well, not if I have anything to say about it. You tell Merrick that I'll be the one giving the speech tomorrow. I'm not letting his community be tainted from the get-go.
I'll be sure to pass on the message. I'll let you get back to your sunbathing.
Appreciated.
So I don't know if I needed to do the persuasion. I don't know if I could. Even if I got all four of them right, I wonder if he still goes, not persuasive enough. Just because, like, you need to do that. Hey, yo.
George, I've managed to recruit William Jennings Bryan for the rally tomorrow.
You don't say. That's fantastic. Excellent work, Alfie. This will be a great boon to publicity. Make sure you're there bright and early tomorrow. I want you standing next to me when we make the announcements.
You've got it. See you tomorrow.
And so you can all look forward to a bright future in this, the City Beautiful.
Oh, it is beautiful. Okay.
Thank you, Mr. Bryan. May I say it's been an honor and a privilege to have you here with us today. Now then, ladies and gentlemen, before we conclude and launch our fleet of streetcars, bringing Coral Gables into the modern age, there's one more matter to attend to. I want to take this opportunity to thank Alfie Banks. Without his hard work, Coral Gables wouldn't even be close to where it is today. Which brings me to the last order of business. As you all know, we have been incorporated as a city, and every city deserves a mayor. So without further ado, it gives me great pleasure to announce the first mayor of the city of Coral Gables.
You close your eyes and take a deep breath. Chest swelled with pride, you prepare to step forward.
Edward Doc Dammers.
Thank you, George. It's an honor.
People of Coral Gables, allow me to express my excitement at this wonderful opportunity. As your mayor, I guarantee a standard of living like no other.
Would you excuse me?
Biltmore Hotel opens at last. Things have been interesting in the past year and changes all around. Although George's dream project, the Biltmore Hotel, has finally opened, there have been signs that the real estate bubble is on the brink of bursting. September 1926.
Well, well, if it isn't Alfie Banks. Fancy running into you at the Biltmore. I thought you'd picked up and gone back to New York. Where have you been?
Give the brush off, tell the truth, be mysterious. Tell the truth.
I've been keeping a low profile on purpose, if you must know.
Oh, come on. You can't still be sore about being snubbed for mayor, can you?
How did you...
I'm a journalist, Banks. It's my job to notice things. It's been over a year. Can't you let it go?
It's just... I feel like all the work I've put in over the past few years has meant nothing. Honestly, what do I have to show for it? I came down here to restore my family name, to honor my father's legacy. And instead, I've just been going around running errands like a fool.
I'm gonna let you in on a little secret, Banks. If you're looking for a pat on the back every time you make a sale, Merrick's outfit might not be for you. Not to say he's ungrateful, he's just extremely focused and he knows how to take advantage of his resources.
Take advantage is right.
Anyway, I hate to put a damper on your pity party, but I came here tonight as a reporter, and I think you ought to know there's a big storm headed this way.
What?
Yep, they're saying it's going to be a pretty big hurricane. You might want to get home while you still have one.
I'm sure they're just exaggerating. Wouldn't they have said something sooner?
Weather's not easy to predict.
Well, I appreciate the warning, but I'm sure things will be fine.
Suit yourself. I'm going to notify the people in charge of this party.
Probably a smart thing.
I guess she has a point. No reason to stick around here moping. I'd better get home.
Alright. Dancers. This is quite the party. You're impressed by the dancer stamina. They never seem to tire. It's because they're... Lobby. Because they're video game characters. Large sofas provided for guests to take a break and rest their hindquarters.
Excuse me, pal. I'm looking for a fellow named Tom Walsh. You know him by any chance?
I'm afraid not, sorry.
Perfectly fine. I suppose I'll just have to wait for him upstairs.
Okay.
Haven't I seen that face somewhere before?
I don't know. But we're going home because there's a hurricane.
Where is everybody? Surely this hurricane can't be that serious a threat.
Chapter 3. After the hurricane.
Gentlemen, thank you for meeting me here. I realize this hurricane has dealt a significant blow to our operations, but don't be alarmed. As you can see, our old sales office withstood much of the hurricane's damage, much like the city of Coral Gables itself. Things may be bad around the rest of Miami, but we will come back from this. In the past week, I've sent letters to our landowners assuring them that we've taken minimal damage. Coral Gables will rise from the ashes like a great phoenix. Let's carry on as usual. We have a lot of catching up to do. Alfie, before you go, could I speak with you a moment? I need a rather large favor from you.
You don't say. What might that be?
I've been hearing some worrying rumors concerning the Biltmore Hotel.
What sort of rumors?
It's no secret that organized crime has seen a spike lately, but I never thought it would reach us. I've heard stories of illicit gambling and alcohol being served somewhere in the hotel. I would appreciate it if you could investigate and report back to me.
Okay, I'll see what I can find.
And Alfie, please be discreet.
I'll try.
Alrighty. So why are we going back to the old one? This one still looks okay. I'm confused.
Hey, Banks.
Everything looks fine here.
What is it, Wilson?
Just thought you should know that Ms. Rogers is on the warpath. She's been complaining you haven't cleaned out your inbox in months. And you know how she is about tidiness.
Oh, right. Yes, I've been meaning to get around to that. Thanks for the warning.
Sorry. We've got a Dungeons and Dragons session tomorrow. So we're just like coordinating the last few things. I was considering streaming it, but I don't know if it's going to be super interesting for people to watch, mainly because it's been so long since we played. I feel like I don't even know where my character is up to or like what we're doing. So I haven't quite decided if I'm going to actually stream it.
Banks, would you please clean out your inbox? It's overflowing with mail.
I'm sorry, Ms. Rogers. I'll get around to it soon. For future reference, you can just go ahead and throw out any letters or telegrams I get from that sender.
Oh, well, it's none of my beeswax, but isn't the sender your brother?
You're absolutely correct, Ms. Rogers. It is none of your beeswax.
Okay. You flip through the telegrams, briefly scanning each one. They all seem to be Beau bragging about how well he's recently purchased diners. Make a mental note to throw them away when you get a free moment. Okay. Yeah, well, same here. Cheech, same here. It's been an age since we did anything, so yeah, I have literally no idea where we are in the story, what we're doing, where we're up to. I don't know how it's gonna go, so that's why I'm like, do I actually stream it? Probably not. I'll probably leave it and just do a normal stream on Sunday. Okay. Benny, the hotel doorman, stands by, waiting for guests to enter and exit so he can greet them and say goodbye. Hotel clerk sits at the desk looking quite bored.
Excuse me.
How may I help you, sir?
Don't I know you from the Hotel Belmont on Flagler Street?
Yes, I used to work there a few years ago.
I thought so. That was the first place I stayed when I got here. Things certainly seem to have changed for the both of us since then.
It does seem that way, sir.
Did the hurricane cause much damage to the hotel?
Luckily, no. It knocked over a few trees, but no major structural damage. The hotel I used to work at downtown, though, oh, that got completely destroyed.
That's a real shame.
I'll say. Would have been more so if I'd still been working there.
Anything interesting you can tell me about the hotel?
It hasn't even been open for a year, but already I've seen more celebrities and high society folks in here than I knew existed. This place is really something special. It's definitely Mr. Merrick's finest work.
I'll let you get back to work.
Yes, sir.
I'm not going to ask about the unusual activity just yet. I probably have to. I just want to see. Oh, are we still... They're still partying? The party never ends, apparently. Well, that was refreshing. Good. We probably do need to ask about,
Everything good with you, Benny?
Good enough, Mr. Banks. Thanks for asking.
Glad to hear it. Keep up the good work.
Yeah, we need to ask. Okay.
Excuse me.
How may I help you, sir?
You don't happen to have noticed any strange goings-on lately, have you?
I'm not quite sure I follow. What do you mean, exactly?
I'm thinking of certain activities which are best kept behind closed doors.
I'm sure I have no idea what you're talking about, sir. And if I can offer a bit of advice, I don't think you should be asking these sorts of questions.
I'll let you get back to work.
Yes, sir.
We've probably upset the mob now. Call button. Currently have no business going upstairs. Let's take a look. Wait here. Do it again. Horse's head incoming soon, right? Let's go back to the dining area. Maybe I can sit down and watch the dancers for a bit. No? Couple of wallflowers sit in deep conversation, seemingly oblivious to the party around them. That would be me. Foregoing the dancing instead are involved in a very deep discussion. That would also be me. Although I do love to dance. I usually dance around my apartment though. I don't really go out and dance anymore. I remember being told once that I was a good dancer. I'll take it. I don't know if it's true anymore, but... Ooh, excuse me. Alright, I'm just gonna go back to my office and wait for the horse's head. By moving my arms to and fro. Yeah, as a streamer, clearly I don't have legs. So clearly any dancing I do is only arm-based. Is there any different mail? You have nothing to say to her at the moment. Okay. Enough. Got my fingertips to get cold fast, let me tell you.
I'd love to have a bull session, Banks, but unfortunately I'm a bit tied up at the moment.
Right? Imagine streamers having legs.
I'm counting on you to get to the bottom of these rumors, Alfie. Coral Gables does not need a criminal element tainting its beauty.
Imagine streamers having legs. Surely that's a lie. Some sort of mistake. It's alright. I'm yawning again. This is my problem at the moment. I am just struggling with my my energy levels at the moment. 8 degrees feels like 6. See what it says here. Here it's 7 apparently. Feels like 7. It's gonna drop down to 4. 3. Oh my god, it's gonna be 3 degrees at 7 a.m. Tomorrow is one of the coldest days. A high of 13, a low of 2. Monday's supposed to be 17 though. So I'm like, oh, okay, cool. We have like one day it warms up a little bit. Jesus. Wednesday next week shows a high of 10, a low of 6. My poor cat. That's... Oh, you know what? Actually, guys, I just realized I meant to bring the cat's blanket in here so he can sit here with me. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds. I want to do that real quick. It's very important. It's so he can keep me company. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Okay. Sorry about that. I needed to do that for the kitten. I mean, he was perfectly happy, like, in the living room on his heated blanket. I've just moved the heated blanket into this room, essentially. So he can keep me company. Also, no, that's not a work from home day on Wednesday, because my place is very hard to heat. As you can tell, for the fact I'm sitting here with fingerless gloves. I have a beanie in case I get really cold. And I've got the biggest blanket in history. So it's actually, when it's really cold, I want to go into the office because it's warm. I just feel bad for the cat. Although he does have a heated pet bed. And when I come home, he gets the heated blanket on. So it's, you know, he's taken care of. Probably does better than I do, honestly. But anyway. Okay. How do I find out stuff if no one wants to talk to me? Seeing as you've got 2 left feet, you think best not to join in. Can't do anything here. I can only go 2 locations, though. Oh. My bad.
Now, you look like a knowledgeable sort. No reason to keep all that information to yourself,
I didn't
is
realize
there?
I had money.
How about you let slip just a little bit, and I'll be on my way. Nobody will be the wiser.
You surreptitiously slip a few bills into the hotel clerk's hand.
I don't know anything for certain, but you might want to have a look on the 13th floor. Now please, go away and don't talk to me about it anymore.
Fine.
Okay.
That wasn't so hard, was it?
Do I have more money? No, I just used all my money. Okay. I was gonna give some to the doorman, but... Oh. This man looks incredibly nervous. He seems to be waiting for someone. Hi.
Can I help you with something?
The man just glares at you and hisses, "Get lost." Okay. We were up to chapter 3. You'd rather not annoy the cleaning staff by getting smudges all over the mirror. Vase certainly looks like it's worth quite a bit of money. Oh, gosh. Clearly, no expenses were spared around here. The small embossed golden plaque indicates you are presently on floor 13. Lucky you. The window shutters are closed, which strikes you as a bit odd. You don't want to arouse any suspicion or get on anyone's bad side by opening the shutters. They've clearly been closed for a reason. You hear the muffled sound of music and people talking coming from behind the doors.
Yeah? Who is it?
Alfie Banks. I work for George Merrick, the man who built this hotel.
Well, la-dee-da. I don't know you. And as far as I'm concerned, I got no business with you. So kindly scram out, would you?
Okay. Let's go back downstairs. Is the shady man still there? Yes, he is. Take a seat. Nope.
Christ, Jimmy, could you maybe try looking any more obvious?
You remember having a whispered discussion. You struggle to listen
All I
in.
gotta do is knock and tell him I'm there for Fatty's party.
Nervous man looking nods his head.
Great. Thanks for the heads up. I'll see you upstairs.
Well, that was certainly interesting. It seems there really is something going on behind the scenes in this place. Alright, let's try this again.
Yeah? Who is it?
I'm here for Fatty's party.
Why didn't you say so? Come on in.
Alright. Dorman looks like someone put a suit on a gorilla. He eyes you with disdain. Roulette table sits at the center of the room, serving as an oasis of gambling for the speakeasy patrons. Server stands by himself, eyeing the party with a bored expression. You feel sorry for him, but he probably also knows plenty about what goes on during these parties. Hi, Maynard. I told you one would happen.
Would you happen to know where I can find this Fatty character?
Mr. Walsh rarely mingles with his guests. The only way you can see him is if you're a VIP.
How are you?
VIP, huh? Well, thanks for the information.
Did you stream today and I missed it? I did go looking at one point this morning, but I didn't get an alert, so I was like, did I miss the alert? Was I on my phone? Oh, okay. Alright. That's fine then. Bookcase looks strangely out of place in this room. You wonder if maybe it's provided for the more boring parties. Rude. You take a closer look at the bookcase. Oh. The number gold plaques occupy the bottom part of the shelf. There must be significance somehow. What do we got? Voltaire, Joyce, Fitzgerald, Hemingway, Wolfe. It's gonna be, I'm gonna miss spelling something out. I just don't know what. What am I spelling out? Oh, maybe V. There was an I, wasn't there? I. Hey. You hear a click and a low rumble as the bookshelf begins to move. Secret entry.
Well, well, who do we have here?
I'm Alfred Banks. You must be Fatty.
Now, let's not start things off on the wrong foot. It's Mr. Walsh. Until I say otherwise, savvy? Who are you working for, anyway?
George Merrick.
Oh, a real estate jobby, huh? Let me guess. The big cheese sent you along to do some gumshoeing and find me because he's heard we're taking over his little pet project. Am I right?
You are right.
Thought so. Come on over here. Let's have a little talk.
Okay.
Now, you may look like a bit of a chump, but you don't strike me as one. I'm gonna level with you. I know who you are. You've been helping out this little project for quite some time, haven't you?
I have, yes. For all the good that's done me.
Before you go running back to Merrick and sing like a stoolie, let me make you a proposal. What say you leave that real estate baloney behind and come work for me?
Do I have a choice?
I beg your pardon?
Sorry, did I not make it highbrow enough for you? I'm offering you an opportunity to leave behind your current employer and find more lucrative prospects with my organization. I could use a guy like you, a guy I know can get things done.
Why on earth would I want to join the mob?
Oh, let's face it, the hurricane was the last nail in the coffin for the real estate market. The bubbles burst. You ain't got no future in that business and you know it. Besides, I'm trying to help the people. There's a serious desire for alcohol in this country, and I'm providing it at reasonable prices.
Fair.
Wouldn't you rather be involved with a noble cause instead of swindling people by selling the worthless land?
I...
Come on, what do you say?
I can't. I'm sorry. I'd be lying if I said it wasn't a tempting offer, but
Bob in those
I just
years?
don't
Why the
think
hell
I'm
not?
suited for it.
Uh-huh. Just take a little time to think things over. If you change your mind, come back and see me. I'll be here.
Okay. Back in those days, goon meant something else. Yeah, true. Painting certainly leaves little to the imagination. Yeah, it's very pixelated, so I can't really tell. This one's less pixelated. Pixelated. Pixelated? Pixelated. Fatty clearly loves his ladies. The painting shows a buxom, reclining female.
What are you looking at?
Oh, nothing. I just happened to be here.
Join the mob. Really, just who does he think I am?
Oh, Alfie. Bless your cotton socks.
But then again, he's not wrong about the bubble bursting. Ever since that ship blocked the harbor, things have been incredibly slow.
I think this is like on his way back.
Working for George hasn't really gotten that bad, has it? Sure, I didn't get to be mayor, but there's always the next term, right?
Oh, Alfie. Don't do it.
Although,
Don't do it.
Walsh has a point. Maybe the real estate business down here has become corrupt. If I'd done as much in New York as I had here, I'd be Merrick's boss by now.
Do it, Alfie. Don't do it. Don't do it.
Okay, so I'll go in and just let him know there's a speakeasy on the 13th floor. He has to give me some kind of promotion for risking my safety.
Yeah, you got this. Doc Dammers, mayor of Coral Gables. How he got that title, you'll never know, although you have your suspicions. So these two are real people from history. George seems to look a bit older these days. Must be the stress finally getting to him.
Well, would you look at what the cat dragged in?
Alfie, you're back. I was just having a talk with Mayor Dammers about this whole situation.
I said if anyone can smoke out the undesirables in my fair city, it's Alfie Banks. After all, you've been doing a great job running around for us dealing with undesirables for the past 5 years.
Wow, way to rub
Speaking
it
of,
in.
I'm going to need your help for a few things I need done, if old Georgie will let me borrow you.
We'll see, Doc. I have a few things I need him for myself. So, did you find anything?
Confirm.
You were right. I found a speakeasy operating out of the 13th floor. It's run by a gangster named Fatty Walsh.
I see. This is troubling.
Shouldn't be anything we can't handle.
You're right. Thank you, Alfie. Well done.
Is that it?
For now, yes.
We have to talk about this for a little while, but come back later. I got a few things for you to do.
Yes, as do I.
Sure, I'll come back.
Is it just me, or did the kid seem a bit off just then?
Truth be told, he's been acting different for quite some time now, ever since we launched the streetcars.
This business can really get to some people, you know that?
Yes, but Banks always seemed more headstrong. Maybe it will pass.
I've decided to take you up on your offer. I'm through being an errand boy for those ungrateful grifters.
Excellent. I knew you'd see reason. You won't regret this, I can guarantee it.
Oh,
Now, I'm not
Alfie.
gonna lie to you, kid. You're gonna be doing a lot of running around for me, too. But the difference is here, we take care of our own.
So, what am I meant to be doing exactly? I'm not going to have to kill anyone, am I?
Relax, kid. It's not all murder and mayhem with us. Only when people step out of line. Now, it just so happens I've got a need for someone of your particular skill set. There's a bakery downtown called The Road. Seems kinda hinky. I'm pretty sure they're running a speakeasy behind my back. There's one thing I dislike. It's conflict. I want you to go down there and check it out. If you find that my suspicions are on point, sweet talk them into giving it up. All you gotta do is use words, not bullets. That ease your concern?
I suppose so. Okay, I'll do what I can. Oh, and thank you for the employment opportunity, Mr. Walsh.
Don't mention it.
Cool. Alfie has turned to the dark side. Like, I can imagine getting frustrated if you don't feel appreciated. Like, I get it. But also, oh my god, like, who thinks that joining the mob is a good idea? Like, just... Alfie, Alfie, Alfie. See, I'm kind of I'm like the errand girl at my work, but I like being the errand girl because it means I'm not stuck to one place and I can, like, get out and go around and do things, you know? I'm not, like, tied to my desk. If you needed me for whacking, I'd do it. What do you need, boss? Boss? What do you need? I don't know if I could... I think I have enough anger in me from my hospitality days. I could probably drag someone around by the hair. Don't know if I could whack anyone. That's a different set of skills that I'm just not... There's, like, I'm just not sure. Just not sure.
Hello, dear. Welcome to the Road Bakery. Let me know if there's anything that strikes your fancy.
Yeah, so you get it. You get it. Pies. Molasses. You can't see it, it's behind me. It's like rainbow. Definitely learn to manage rage, yeah. It's really funny when it comes out for me. It comes out like when I'm usually just by myself. And I have a conversation about things that are upsetting me, but I have the conversation with myself and I'll get really aggressive. But again, it's just like it's like an inner conversation. So nobody actually hears my rage necessarily. It's all like just, yeah, I don't know. Showers. I get very aggressive and yell at people in the shower because again, nobody's around. It's how I get it out. I don't know what to tell you. Employees only.
Pardon me.
What can I do for you, dearie?
Did the hurricane cause you much damage?
Thankfully, no, not too much. My husband was able to make repairs and get us open again. But there was quite a scene just a few blocks from here.
Exactly.
Boats all along Biscayne Boulevard.
If it works, it works.
That must have been something. I'm glad your business was spared.
Oh, thank you, dear.
Have you been open long? I've been living here for 5 years and I've never noticed this place before.
We've been around for quite some time. We're just in a different location. This place used to be a bar, you see. When they outlawed alcohol, we moved in on account of it being such a prime piece of real estate.
I don't doubt it was. That's my line of work, actually. Or, I guess it used to be, anyway.
How nice, dear.
Can I ask you a silly question?
Of course, dear. You should know there's no such thing as a silly question.
No, there absolutely
Let
is.
me guess. You want to know my cookie recipe?
Not quite, ma'am. You're really gonna laugh when I tell you. I came here because I was asked to see if there was a speakeasy operating here.
A speakeasy? Here? Oh.
I know, I told you you'd laugh.
Oh, who on earth would think this was a speakeasy?
Oh, I'm sure nobody you've heard of, just my boss. His name's Tom Walsh, but they call him Fatty. Maybe that's why he was so interested in a bakery.
Oh, you naughty thing. You've given me quite a laugh. I think you deserve a reward. Come over to the side door here and I'll give you a bag of freshly baked cookies on the house. You can take them back to your boss and let him know that's all we've got here.
Well, thank you very much, ma'am.
Think
Oh,
nothing
Alfie.
of it. Well, just give me one moment.
Alfie. Yeah.
What the?
So Fatty sent you to move in on our operation, did he? Well, he's not gonna take over here if I've got anything to say about it. Now, I'm gonna give you to the count of 10 to get your ugly, yellow, no good keister out of my bakery before I pump your guts full of lead.
All right, ma'am. I'm sorry. I'm going.
1, 2.
I wasn't fast enough.
You forgot your cookies, you filthy animal.
Pretty sure that's a Home Alone. Try this again, shall
Pardon
we?
me.
What can I do for you, dearie?
Okay.
Have you been open?
this
part. Oh, no.
Hurricane.
Thankfully.
Yep.
Oh,
Can I ask you a silly?
Of course.
Nah, I came.
You
maybe.
give it. You can take them.
Well,
Think nothing of.
Okay. Try this again.
What the?
So Fatty sent you to move in on our operation, did he? Well, he's not gonna take over here if I've got anything to say about it. Now, I'm gonna give you to the count of 10
Yeah, pretty much.
to get your ugly, yellow, no good keister out of my bakery before I pump your guts full of lead.
All right, ma'am. I'm sorry. I'm going.
1, 2, 10.
Oh,
You forgot your cookies, you filthy animal.
rude. Okay, so I can't. Alright. So how do I... Oh, save, yeah, sure.
Pardon
we have
me.
to do all this.
Have you Did the hurt? Can I ask? Nah, maybe.
You can take them.
Well, thank.
Think no-
I can't skip that. Or rather, I
the-
can't not
So
show up here.
Now,
All right, ma'am.
1, 2. Oh, whoa.
Okay. I wonder if I could have gone in behind her. I don't
Back
think
already? What did you find?
You were right. There's definitely something going on in that place.
And did you manage to set things straight?
I couldn't very well do much with a Tommy gun being waved in my face. I just barely made it out of there in one piece.
Disappointing. I was hoping it wouldn't come down to that. Well, you did what you could. It ain't gonna be your concern anymore. In fact, I got something else for you.
Okay.
There's some local businesses in town that ain't paid up for their hooch. I need you to go put the screws on them.
Are you sure I'm the right person for this job? My specialty is persuasion, not intimidation.
Well, of course I know that. That's why you're gonna smooth talk them out of their dough. If that don't work, I got a backup plan. Butch here is gonna keep you company.
Yeah, that's right.
In
I
case you
remember
meet any
this.
trouble.
How you doing?
I guess that'll do.
So make your way over to
He
the
couldn't- he
Alhambra
couldn't say that?
Drugstore, the Gables Administration Building, and Beauregard's Diner.
Did you say Beauregard's Diner?
Yeah, used to be the Gables Diner, but some upstart kid bought it a few months back and hasn't honored the previous
Oh
contract.
god, yeah, that's right.
Now enough with the yap. Go do what you gotta do.
Oh! Oh dear. Oh jeez. We have to go shake down our own brother. I think we definitely leave that till last.
Welcome to the Alhambra Drugstore, young man. How may I help you?
How are you doing today, sir?
Fine. Thank you for asking.
Oh, you're
This
welcome.
is quite the drugstore you have here.
Well, we try and provide the best service to the customers.
Do you have many?
Yes, we have a fair few.
So, business is good? Making a decent living?
Yes, I would say so. Are you perhaps thinking of a career in pharmaceuticals?
Nope, just asking. I'm looking for the owner of this drugstore.
Was there something in particular you needed?
I have an important business matter to discuss.
I see. Would you like me to pass a message along to him?
Yes, please. Tell him it's in regards to a debt owed to Mr. Walsh.
Ah, yes, of course. I'll be sure to tell him as soon as he comes in.
Any idea when that'll be? We don't mind waiting.
Hard to say, really. It might be later this afternoon or tomorrow. He has a few other stores, though. Maybe you could go check there?
Maybe we will. Butch,
Yeah?
think it's worth the trouble of trying to smoke this guy out from his other stores?
Your call. I'm not too sure what he even looks like.
That's
Although
him.
I have a feeling he might just have run out the back exit.
Yeah.
Horse feathers! Go get the car and try heading him off. I'll get after him on foot.
You sure about that?
He's an old man. How much trouble could it be to catch up to him? Let's quit wasting
He's-
time and get after him.
He's motivated. He's an old man, but he's motivated. Alright. What am I supposed to do?
I don't appreciate being made to chase after you, sir. Come back here.
How do I go faster? No?
Damn it. He got away.
You couldn't keep up with the old guy?
He's a lot quicker than he looks. Let's get out of here. Maybe he'll come back to the store later.
How do I walk faster?
So much for the element of surprise. Get the car and let's try heading him off again.
But how do I do this? How do I...
Come.
Do I need something? Okay.
Damn it. He got away.
Maybe I need to
Couldn't
come back
keep
here.
up with-
He's... Oh, let's get out of here.
We'll go somewhere else first. Oh, whoops. This is not where I want to be. Sorry. This one. Do I need to, like, throw something at him? Like, what? Random.
Just a minute. Oh, hello. It's Banks, isn't it?
Yes, how do you do?
Fine. I'm Herbert Freedy, by the way.
Hi.
Please, come in. Have a seat.
Thanks. Alright.
How may I be of service today?
In front of a church.
We need to have a talk, Mr. Freedy.
What about, Mr. Banks?
You enjoy your job, Mr. Freedy?
I would say so, yes.
Been working for Mr. Merrick long?
Well, about 3 years now, yes. Why'd you ask?
I'm just a bit interested in how you got such a high-ranking position in such a short amount of time.
I'm not sure what you're implying, young man, but I can assure you my credentials are what got me here, nothing else.
That's good to know. We're here on behalf of Fatty Walsh. Do you know him?
Hey, Prophet.
Fatty Walsh? Oh, God. Oh, God. Listen, please, listen to me. I'm in a difficult position right now. I've tried to stop drinking, believe me. It's put me in terrible debt, just terrible. I thought I could just stop cold turkey, but I'm too weak. Please, I'm begging you, tell Mr. Walsh I'll get him his money soon, but I can't go on like this. I just can't.
Attempt threat?
Now, Mr. Freedy, I think we can all come out of this winners if you just listen to me.
Oh, okay.
Ooh, that is exciting. Gentle, moderate, or aggressive? Toupee, face powder, excessive cologne. Pushover. So we probably don't
Mr. Freedy, you seem like a smart man. You don't want to get hurt, I don't want you to get hurt. So I suggest you cooperate with us.
Now, wait a minute. Who said anything about getting hurt? We don't need to make a mountain out of a molehill. Just
Eyebrows went
tell
up a
me
little
what
bit.
it is you want.
On the right track. I already told you you owe him some money.
I think I made myself perfectly clear from the get-go. You owe Fatty Walsh some money.
I won't deny that that's the case, but really, this is unnecessary. I'm sure we can work something out. This is all just a big misunderstanding.
Unreasonable.
You clearly don't know Mr. Walsh. He's about as understanding as a rabid pit bull.
I knew I should never have gotten involved with bootleggers.
Yeah.
Mr. Freedy, I'm afraid you leave me no choice. If you don't pay up, I'll have to go tell everyone in the office about your little indulgence.
If that's supposed to be a threat, you'll have to do better. My indulgence, as you call it, isn't exactly a secret.
Okay, so
around
that doesn't
here.
work.
So what's it gonna be, Freedy?
No deal, Banks. You talk tough, I'll give you that. But your
Oh.
bark, it's worse than your bite.
Try it again. He is supposed to
We
be.
need to...
What about?
That'll be all...
No, I don't want to call Butch. If I don't have to call Butch, I don't want to call Butch. Load. Try this again. I don't want to call Butch. I want to be able to do the persuasion. And I reckon we can. I just need to be a little bit harder. I need to stop being such a pushover.
Just a minute. Oh, hello. It's Banks, isn't it?
Yes, how do you do?
Fine, fine. I'm Herbert Freedy, by the way. Please, come in. Have a seat. How may I be of service today?
Alrighty.
We need to have...
What about?
You enjoy your job?
I would.
Been working?
Well, about... I'm not sure what...
That's good.
Fatty
We're here
Walsh.
on behalf...
Oh, listen. I've tried. I thought I could just... Please, I'm begging you. Tell...
Now,
Oh,
Mr. Freedy, you seem like a smart man.
We'll try with the
You
moderate
don't want to
first.
get hurt, I don't want you to get hurt. So I suggest you cooperate with us.
now wait a minute.
Goes
Who
up
said
one.
anything about getting hurt? We don't need to make a mountain out of a molehill. Just tell me what it is you want.
Okay.
We're here to teach you a lesson about paying on time.
Where do you get off? Lack of punctuality isn't a problem I have. It's just been a bad
Oh,
month.
that went down one.
Can't Mr. Walsh make an exception? I'm only human after all.
You clearly don't know Mr. Walsh. He's about as understanding as a rabid pit bull.
I knew I should never...
Mr. Freedy, Fatty doesn't just stop at those who cross him. I'd hate to see any harm come to your family.
Hollow words, Banks. I haven't got a family to threaten.
Yeah.
So what's it gonna...
No deal.
Okay. Damn. Hold on. I think I'll save once I sit down. I really don't want to use Butch. Butch is like last possible measure. And I know I can get this guy. So I just need to...
Just a minute.
Might take a look around again.
Oh, hello. It's Banks, isn't it?
Yes, how do you do?
Fine, fine. I'm Herbert Freedy, by the way. Please, come in. Have a seat.
Let me
How may I be of service?
save it. Standing in front of a church. Nice house. Fishing trip. He's holding a very large fish and smiling broadly. Classic literature. Okay.
We need to...
What about...
You and...
I've
been... I'm
Blah
not...
blah blah.
We're here...
Oh, listen. I've tried. I thought I could... Please.
Alright,
Now,
let's attempt
Mr.
this.
Freedy,
Now, I
think
think
we can all come out of this
moderate
winners if
is the
you
way to
just listen
start.
to me.
Okay.
I think we're good to because the eyebrows go up
Mr.
moderate.
Frady, you seem like a smart man. You don't want to get hurt. I don't want you to get hurt. So I suggest you cooperate with us.
Now, wait a minute. Who said
See?
anything about getting
Eyebrows are
hurt? We don't need to make a mountain out of a molehill. Just tell me what it is you want.
I think I made myself perfectly clear from the get-go. You owe Fatty Walsh some money.
I won't deny that that's the case, but really, this is unnecessary. I'm sure we
Okay.
can work something out. This is all just a big misunderstanding.
Obviously, you don't know Mr. Walsh. I've seen him clobber a guy just for looking at him the wrong way.
I had no idea. Mr. Walsh always seemed perfectly reasonable.
There you go, a little bit
Mr.
higher.
Frady, I'm afraid you leave me no choice. If you don't pay Mr. Walsh his money, you're going to end up at the bottom of Biscayne Bay wearing cement shoes.
You wouldn't dare. I'm too important in this community to be murdered in cold blood.
So what's it going to be, Frady?
Fine. Tell Mr. Walsh he'll get his money by the end of the day.
Okay.
I hope you're proud of yourself, Banks. You certainly have a bright future ahead of you as a common thug.
Compliment accepted, Mr. Frady.
Okay. Well,
I'm afraid we've got to get going.
Fine. You can see yourselves out.
right, so that's one. I don't know how to catch this apothecary dude. Like, do I need something to catch him? Hold on, let's go to...
Go on, kid. Get out there. Make yourself useful.
Okay. This is still here, though, which is interesting. Why can I still come here? If I've convinced him. Anyway. Here. This one I'm not looking forward to.
Welcome to Beauregard's Diner, sir. Will you be wanting a booth or counter service?
Neither, actually. I was wondering if I could ask you a couple questions.
Sure. I guess that'd be okay.
I'd like to speak to the owner. Is he in?
He's in the back, but he's really busy.
I'm sure he is, but it's rather urgent that I speak to him.
Like I said, he's busy.
Tell him his brother Alfie needs to talk to him. Now.
Well, this just got interesting.
Okay, just give me a minute. I'll go get him.
What's this about?
Good to see you too, Bo.
Oh, don't give me that baloney. How many times have I seen you in the past 4 years? 2? 3? I know you're a fancy real estate big shot now, but you could at least have the common courtesy to keep in touch with your own brother.
Yeah,
yes,
about that.
I know. I've been a real chump lately, and I'm sorry. But I need you to listen to me for a minute. There's some serious matters we need to discuss.
Fine, I'm listening.
Did the hurricane cause you any problems?
Oh, please. Now of all times is when you decide to show some concern? I know you didn't come here just to talk about that. So what's this really about?
Are you familiar with someone who goes by the name Fatty Walsh?
Walsh? I think I got a note from someone named Walsh shortly after I bought the diner.
Did you read it?
No, I started to, but it seemed like some nonsense intended for the previous owner, so I got rid of it. Why? Who is Fatty Walsh?
Gently.
Bo, I need you to listen to me very carefully. Fatty Walsh is a gangster operating out of the Biltmore Hotel. He had a deal wherein he provided bootleg alcohol to the previous owner of this diner, and he expects you to continue honoring it.
Expects me to? Where's my say in this?
Bo, relax. Just listen to me.
And how do you even know about this?
Because he sent me to collect the money. But I can tell him you'll get it to him.
What? You're working for the mob now?
Bo, calm down. I need you to listen.
No, you listen! I don't hear from you in years. And now you just show up out of the blue with some 2-bit thug and try and strong-arm me to giving money to someone I've never even heard of?
Hey now, there's no need for name calling.
You tell your boss there's no deal. I'm not interested in any illegal activities.
Bo, wait!
I have been waiting, Alfie. Didn't you hear me earlier? I'm
So
through
unfortunate.
with this. Just do me one favor, would you? Level with me. Why have you been avoiding me all this time?
Tell the truth.
Because it kills me to see you succeed.
What?
All your life, you've just sat around being babied. Well, I've had to bust my hump to take care of you and Mother since Father died. Then all of a sudden, you decide to ride my coattails and come down here?
I thought you'd be proud of me for showing some initiative.
You came down here, lazed around, spending Mother's money for a few years, then bought a diner. Am I meant to be impressed?
A bit harsh.
You've had everything handed to you on a silver platter. Do you even know half of what I've done? I should be mayor of this city.
What's happened to you, Alfie?
Nothing's happened. I'm just finally telling you the truth. You asked for it, after all.
You're right. I did. Now get out of my diner.
That was heartwarming.
Oh, shut it.
Well, don't think we're going to get anything from here. This guy's still running.
So much for get the car and let's...
Now, how do I...
Come.
How do I run?
Come. Running away. Come. I don't. Running away.
How do I do this?
Damn it. He got away.
You couldn't keep up.
Let's get...
Am I crazy? Like, what am I missing for this? Is there some... Am I supposed to be pressing something?
So get the car.
Let me try pressing other buttons. I have no idea. Trying to click. There's nothing.
I don't.
Yeah, I don't know what to do there.
Damn it. He got... You could... Let's get out of here.
Weird. Hold on. Maybe there's something else I need to do here? Uncertain. Really, really odd.
Just a minute.
Hey, bud.
Oh, God, it's you.
What are you doing here?
What is it you need now? I don't want any more trouble.
We need to have a talk, Mr. Freedy.
What about, Mr. Banks?
That'll be all for now.
Okay, so... outside you can see cars going past as well as the occasional streetcar. The sight of them makes you seed. He's holding on to a lot of anger. Trying to work out.
Butch, could you see about getting this guy out of the office for a few minutes? I need to have a look around.
Sure thing. Hey, Rughead, let's step outside for a minute.
I beg your pardon?
I need to talk to you in private. Outside. Now.
Yes. Yes, of course. Not a problem. Let's just step outside the door here.
Okay. Cabinet. Folders. Desk. Only thing you find some interest is a photo of Freedy at a party. Okay. Alright,
I'm afraid we've got to get going.
Fine.
I mean, he's already agreed to pay up, so... Do I need the photo? Seems photograph of Brady was taken recently at a party. Interesting, that's the owner of the Alhambra drugstore in the background partaking in a drink. It seems he's getting a little extra booze on the side from Freedy. Oh, okay. That's what I needed. Right. Because I'm gonna tell him, right? That's what I'm gonna be yelling at him, I guess, as he's running. Try and slow him down. That's right. I actually remember this now. I have to do the thing. Like the argument while we're running.
So much for the element of surprise. Get the car and let's try heading him off again.
Okay. Try this again. Alright.
I don't... So, you've been getting a little extra booze on the side from Freedy. I'm sure that would really interest Fatty.
What? How did you...
I don't...
Does that... Yeah.
Was that really necessary?
Fine. Tell Fatty I'll get him his money. Now, get out of here and don't come back.
Okay. So, having completed the task assigned to you by Fatty, you and Butch head back to the Biltmore. Alright.
I have to say, that went smoother than I'd expected. You're not a bad partner, Butch.
Thanks. You ain't so bad yourself.
Look, I'm making friends.
Alfie, there you are. Thank goodness I found you. Maybe you can help me understand what's going on. I've just spoken with Mr. Freedy at the administration office, and he told me that you and another man had harassed him. Why on earth would he say such a thing?
Because I did. Resign.
I suppose now is as good a time as any to tell you I quit.
What?
I've gained new employment by way of Fatty Walsh.
You can't be serious.
As a heart attack, George.
But I don't understand. Why? Weren't you happy working for me?
Happy? Happy? How can you even ask that? You've never appreciated anything I've done.
Now, Alfie, you know that isn't true.
I looked up to you, George. The day you hired me on the Coral Gables project was one of the best I can remember. I did everything I could to help it succeed, bent over backwards to get where we are today. And how do you repay me? By making that two-bit snake oil salesman Dammers mayor instead of me.
Alfie, listen.
No, I'm through listening. I'm through running around like a chicken with its head cut off, and I'm through with you. When I came down here, my goal was to succeed like my father. Well, I can tell you right now, I've not only succeeded, I've surpassed anything he ever did, and I intend to surpass even the great George Merrick. So, if you'll excuse me, I'm going to report back to a boss who actually appreciates my hard work and doesn't just string me along like some floozy.
You have yourself a nice day, sir.
Poor George, like... I get it, like...
So, how'd it go?
The drugstore owner and Freedy will have your money by tonight. The Gables Diner deal is off.
Off? What do you mean off?
The new owner's not interested in continuing the previous arrangement.
A teetotaler running a diner. Go figure. Well, at least you got the other two to pay. Nice job, kid. I gotta confess, I had my doubts for a while, but you've done good. Welcome
Thanks.
to our little family, Banks. You're gonna fit in just fine.
Alfie. Havana, Cuba. Summer of 1928. So it's 2 years later. It's now in black.
So this is the place? Looks like kind of a dump. You'd think the biggest rum runner in Cuba would be operating out of somewhere more refined.
Things work differently down here. Not everybody is as flashy as Fatty Walsh.
What was our guy's name again?
Jesus, Banks, I ain't your personal secretary. It's Manny Morales we're looking for. Try to keep it in your head this time, would you? Now enough jawing. Let's find this guy, make the deal, and get out of here. This whole island always gets me riled up.
Okay. So now we're in Cuba. We no longer have the white suit. They are now in a black suit. The young lady looks bored as she puffs away on a cigar.
Pardon me, miss.
What do you need, darling?
May I ask what it is you're waiting for out here?
Clients?
Clients? What's your business exactly?
Oh, Alfie.
Your Yankees are so cute.
She's a streetwalker, kid. Surprised you couldn't tell from a mile away.
Oh, I see.
He's still
Got any
innocent.
plans for tonight?
Afraid so, miss.
Too bad.
Anything you can tell me about Havana?
It's the city where I grew up. You want a tour, you came to the wrong place. But if you want a good time that you can't get back in your country, you came to the right bar.
Do you happen to know Manny Morales?
Who is asking?
I don't think you need to know those details, young lady. Suffice to say, we're here on business from Miami.
I see. I didn't think you looked like a regular tourist. You're here to make a deal on the rum, aren't you?
How did you...
Manny.
You and your friend talk very loudly. Mr. Morales'
Morales.
office is behind the side door inside the bar. But he won't just let you in. He's very paranoid. You must give a password if you're going to get inside.
And do you know this password?
I might. I might even be able to tell you what it is, for the right price.
Name it.
There is a man inside the bar. His name is Umberto. You'll recognize him by his stylish dress sense. He procured my services last week and still has not paid. Get my money from him, and I'll tell you the password.
Thank you for your time.
See you
Okay.
later, handsome.
Okay. So we help her out, she helps us. I was trying to see if Manny Morales was like a like one of the historical figures that this game has. But you look up Manny Morales and it's just like so many. so many Moraleses. So as far as that goes. Bartender's quietly doing his job. It amuses you to think how long it's been since you've seen one in a legal setting back home.
Hi there. What's good to drink here?
The bartender stares
Do
at you
you
blankly.
speak English?
Bartender shakes his head.
Well, no drinks for me then, I guess.
Okay. Umberto.
Mind if I join you
Echo.
for a moment?
Not at
Great
all.
author.
Please, have a seat.
The name's Alfie Banks, by the way.
Humberto Suarez. Pleasure to meet you, Mr. Banks.
You seem like a man with taste. You in here regularly?
I am, yes. I find this place is an excellent spot to unwind. Aside from that, we get many tourists like yourself in here, which gives me the chance to practice my English.
I had a little chat with the girl outside. She says you owe her some money.
I'm sure I have no idea what you are talking about.
Is that so?
Mr. Banks, if you wish to come in here and join me for drinks, that is one thing. But to blatantly insult my honor by implying that I would hire that floozy?
Relax, it was just a question. I meant no harm by it. Listen, I feel bad about what I said earlier. Can I make it up to you by getting you a drink?
I won't say no to that. What are we drinking?
How about some of your finest Cuban rum?
Now you are speaking my language. I guarantee you'll taste no finer rum anywhere else. Arturo, 2 rones, por favor.
2 rones. 2 rones, por favor. Need to practice my R's, my R's, R.
Enough talk for now, mister.
Let's drink, okay.
Thank you, Mr. Banks. That was quite enjoyable. If you'd like to have some more, I will not say no.
Take a shot, glasses go away. Okay.
Mind if I join you?
Not at all.
I'm gonna ask about a
Can
Manny.
you tell me anything about Manny Morales?
I see him in here regularly, but I've rarely spoken with him. People of that sort are not the type I wish to associate with. I'm sure you understand.
I do.
How about we have another drink?
Excellent. What are we drinking?
How about some gin?
Not one of my preferred choices, but I will indulge your tastes. Arturo, 2 ginebras!
2 gineras. Gineras? Is it like Gineras?
Thank you, Mr. Banks. That was quite enjoyable. If you'd like to have some more, I will not say no.
Okay, so we've had gin, had rum. Hold on a second.
Pardon me, miss.
What do you need, darling?
Thank you for your time.
See you later, handsome.
That was a very quick
Butch,
thing.
let's talk a minute.
What is it?
Butch, I need you to help me out with a distraction.
What do you need me to do?
Get Umberto's attention while I'm sitting at the table. I'll give you the signal when I'm ready.
Okay, I'll be waiting.
Cool.
Could you deal with Umberto?
Sorry, kid, but this ain't the USA. I'm not much for starting international incidents just for the hell of it. I'm not getting my hands dirty here unless I absolutely have to.
Yeah, so it's the
Let's get back to it.
The distraction. So I guess we like
Mind if I join you for a moment?
Not at all. Please, have a seat.
How about we have another drink?
Excellent. What are we drinking?
Vodka.
Vodka?
You didn't strike me as a vodka drinker. No matter.
Arturo, dos vodkas.
Dos vodkas.
Excuse me, do you speako the English? I want el drinko, pronto.
Really? Such rudeness.
Okay. Did not work. Alright.
Thank you, Mr. Banks. If you'd like to have...
We've had 3 drinks. I feel like we're starting to, Bottled gin, never your favorite drink, but it's one of the least horrible of the light liquors. So, when I was living in China, as part of my internship back when I worked in hotels, I was doing international hospitality management. And I had to do an internship, and I went to China to do it. And I got myself sick on basically every type of alcohol. Whiskey and Coke, I can't, I don't touch stuff anymore. It made myself really sick. But the worst one was gin and tonic. I gave myself alcohol poisoning, basically, with gin and tonic. I still can't smell gin without having just kind of a reaction to it. To this day. And that's so many years ago. Not a fan. Sounds like you have Bundy rum. I think the only obviously I'll have a beer, I'll have a glass of wine. I can even do vodka, as long as it's mixed with a soda water or something. But honestly, I prefer a non-alcoholic beer at this point. That's kind of my go-to. It's yeah. Kind of crazy. That's the last thing I can actually manage. How do I... I need to do something with the distraction with the drink.
Pardon me, miss.
What do you...
Thank you for...
See you.
But I don't know what. What's with the distraction? Why do I need to distract
Mind
him
if I join you for a moment?
Not at all. Please, have a seat.
If it's not just to dump out the liquor.
How about...
Excellent.
How about some of your...
Now you... I guarantee... Artur!
Don't understand.
Hey, are you El Defo or just Stupido? I'm trying to order a drink here.
Really? Such rudeness. Enough talk for now, mister.
How do I... Still don't know what to do.
Thank you, Mr. Banks. If you'd like to have some...
I'm gonna collapse here in a second.
Hello?
Okay. Excellent. Really glad.
Butch, let's talk a minute.
What is it?
You okay? You seem a bit more on edge than usual.
I told you, Havana and I got some history that ain't so great.
Care to elaborate?
Not particularly. Look, I'll be fine. Once we finish, I'll just pop another sedative for the flight
That's what
home
I
and
needed.
everything will be swell.
You mentioned you got sedatives? Could I have one?
Do I look like some kind of dope peddler to you?
No, I just thought having one might come in handy.
Planning on slipping someone a Mickey, are you?
Yep.
Okay, I'm not gonna judge. Knock yourself out.
Thanks.
That isn't quite my plan, but thanks.
Actually,
Let's
I
get
plan
back to
on
it.
knocking somebody else out. That's the plan. Alright.
Mind if I join?
Not at all.
How about we...
Excellent.
How about some of your finest Cuban rum?
Because rum is
Now
dark,
you are
and
speaking
he won't
my
see it.
language. I guarantee you'll taste no finer rum anywhere else. Arturo, 2 rones, por favor.
Gonna do this one more time.
Listen up, Mang. I want a drink. Do you even understand what I'm saying?
Really? Such rudeness.
Hup. Hup. Nailed it.
What is this? There is something in my drink.
What? Are you sure?
Mr. Banks, I can clearly see through the liquid. Did you do this?
No, of course not.
That Arturo needs to clean these glasses better. I'll have him take the drinks away for now.
Damn. Okay.
Butch, let's talk a minute.
I need another sedative.
What is it?
I purposely chose...
Butch, I'm gonna need another sedative.
You're lucky I've got so many.
In other
Let's
words,
get back to it.
I've got a few more tries. Oh, I need whiskey.
Mind if I join you for a
I'm
moment?
an idiot.
Not at all. Please, have a seat.
It's the only one we haven't done.
How about
Excellent.
some whiskey, perhaps?
An interesting choice. Arturo, try me those whiskeys.
There we go. I never really thought. I avoid
Listen
the
up,
whiskey because I'm
Mang.
like, ew, whiskey.
I want a drink. Do you even understand what I'm saying?
Like, I don't like whiskey.
Really? Such rudeness.
Okay, we're gonna yoink it again. Yoink. I love that animation. All right.
Thank you, Mr. Banks. That was quite enjoyable. If you'd
Excellent.
like to have some more, I will not say no.
Okay, great. There we go. You search it and Umberto's jacket and find 20 Cuban pesos. Fantastic. I like the bartender just lets it happen. Doesn't say anything. Just like...
This is what Umberto was carrying. I hope it's enough to settle his debt.
It will have to do. If you want to get into C. Morales, just knock on the door and tell whoever opens the slot that Rosalinda sent you.
Got it. Thank you.
Cool. I've had a lot to drink. I'm surprised I'm still standing and not slurring. He obviously has a good,
Rosalinda sent me.
Has a good tolerance. Oh, fantastic. Thanks. Hi. Oh.
Well, this don't look so good.
Who let us in?
What the hell happened here?
Looks like our friend got himself a bad case of lead poisoning.
He doesn't look like he's been dead very long, but I didn't hear any shots.
Something ain't right here. This has setup written all over it.
I'll have a look around, see if I can find anything that might tell us more.
First of all, let's close the door. Oh, okay. Seem to be handwritten notes. You search for the notes, but they're all written in Spanish. However, there is one in which the name Tom Walsh appears several
Morales
times.
at least knew Fatty existed. Maybe he was expecting us.
Cars. Nothing of interest. Globe. Map of Western Caribbean and Southeastern United States, on which several red lines have been marked. Supply routes. Former Manny Morales is slumped over in his chair, a single bullet hole in his forehead. It seems he got on somebody's bad side. Don't want to disturb the body, that's a good idea.
Someone beat us to the punch, it seems.
Look through the desk, or...
Not right now, Banks. I'm thinking.
Okay. The window is locked.
These windows are the only other possible way out of here, and they're both locked. So Morales was meeting with someone already, even though he knew about Fatty. Wait a minute. Butch, we've been so wrapped up in figuring out what happened that we forgot the most obvious question. If Morales was already dead when we got here, then who opened the door?
That's what I asked.
Gentlemen, I'm sorry to have to tell you this, but the Havana rum running trade is currently under new management.
Who the hell are you supposed to be?
I'm the new boss.
Same as the old boss, I'd wager.
Be quiet, Yankee.
Why did you kill Morales?
It was time for a change of the business. He held a monopoly on rum export for far too many years now, not giving others like me a chance to shine. I would say that was rather unfair, wouldn't you?
We came here to make a deal on behalf of Fatty Walsh back in Miami.
Yes, I know this.
Okay.
I'm sorry, but as the new head of the business, I will have to politely decline your offer.
I don't think Fatty will be too pleased by that.
That's not my problem. I have more reputable clients I can deal with. Walsh is nothing to me.
You sure about that, Chico?
Please, put the gun away. There is no need for this nonsense. There will be no deal with Walsh. That is final. Now please, be on your way before I...
Oh god.
What did you do that for?
The asshole deserved it. Now let's get out of here before these Cubans start asking questions.
Oh man. Okay. And time to go.
This is just great. Another assignment gone to pot. You really need to work on that itchy trigger finger of yours, Butch.
Look, I said I was sorry.
Is that what we're supposed to say to Fatty? Sorry, we couldn't make the deal because Butch shot the guy in the face?
Banks, I'm really starting to...
Gentlemen, please. I've heard married couples bigger or less than you two.
Stay out of this, would you?
Fine. If you want to go back to your boss of failure, I will.
What are you talking about?
The man who went in and killed Morales was Rogelio Vargas, the only other major rum runner in town. His takeover attempt has been a long time coming. The other night, Morales told me about his meeting with Fatty Walsh's men. I knew Vargas hated Walsh and would make his move if he knew about the deal. So I tipped him off. Vargas took care of Morales, and you took care of Vargas, as I expected.
So you played us all. But why?
She wants to be in charge.
Isn't it obvious? There is now a vacancy in the bootleg rum trade. You can go home and tell your boss I'll be happy to open up a route for him.
How about that?
Yeah, how about that? Let's go, Butch. I'm starting to see why you and Havana don't get along.
You know, sometimes you have to make your own chances.
So, we still on for next week, Rosa?
Wouldn't miss it for anything, handsome.
Oh. March 1929. It's got a naked woman.
Huh? Fine, I'm coming.
It's the girl you brought back to your hotel room last night. You think her name might start with a D, or was it a B? Oh well, it doesn't really matter now. Several articles of a woman's clothing are strewn about the room. Judging from her current state, you'd assume they belong to the girl in the bed. Yeah, okay. Sorry.
What?
Boss wants to see you. Says it's important.
Fine. Tell him I'll be up in a few minutes.
Who is that?
Mrs. Grundy, come to tell us the party's over.
Oh, forget that noise. Just come back to bed.
Afraid I can't. I'm not in the habit of ignoring orders from upstairs.
Fine. Your loss.
Fastest dresser in the West. She seems to be sleeping peacefully. Best not to disturb her right now. I mean, she literally just woke up.
Will you be long, handsome?
Be charming.
Not to worry, sweetheart. I'll be back in 2 shakes of a lamb's tail. Why don't you go ahead and freshen up for when I get back?
Yes, sir.
Glad you could step away from the broads and booze long enough to come see me.
Are you gonna give me a hard time, or are you gonna tell me what needs to be done?
Hey, easy now. No need to throw an ing-bang over there. Here's the problem. I've been hearing about some chump out in the swamp brewing his own moonshine and trying to compete with me. The day some classless redneck pulls one over on Fatty Walsh is the day I die. I need you to go out there, find his shack, and sabotage his operation.
The Everglades are huge. How am I supposed to find one shack in the middle of all that swampland?
You'll find a way. There's a camp of prospectors settled near the start of the Tamiami Trail. They'll probably know a thing or two.
Right. I'll take care of it.
Oh, and before you go, take this. It can be pretty hairy out there, so if you run into any trouble, you won't be left high and dry.
Finally seeing fit to give me my own gun, huh?
It's been long enough. You've earned it.
Oh, great.
Now get out there and see what you can find.
I have a gun. Love it. Call this part 3. Okay, well, I don't think I'm going back down to the girl. Sorry, hun. Shetty. Those are now banned in Melbourne. I don't know if it's Victoria. Not that, it stops people from brandishing them still. There was somebody, apparently, in my local area that was being threatened with a machete recently. It's a problem.
Hello, sir.
What do you want, city boy?
Well, hey.
What exactly are you doing out here?
Trying to find something of value. This land's been worthless since the hurricane in 26, but it might be good for farming. Haven't had too much luck so far.
I find it interesting the tent is on stilts.
Anything I should know about the Everglades?
Well, it's full of critters that just love to take a bite out of your fancy suit. I wouldn't stray too far from here unless you've got good reason to.
You seem like a man who's seen a fair bit. Do you know of any moonshine runners set up out here?
Moonshine? I never touch the stuff myself. You got the wrong person if you're looking for it.
It's not quite like that. Let's just say I'm looking for one particular individual for other reasons.
Well, now, I ain't gonna ask too many questions, because you city folk don't bring nothing but trouble.
Yeah, that's fair.
I can tell you the surest way to find a moonshine runner is to follow the smoke.
That makes sense.
Sure. The stills let up an awful lot of smoke. They try and hide it so the law won't catch them, see? But they usually leave some sort of instructions on how to find them as a backup.
Okay.
Matter of fact, I found this old piece of paper behind a tree the other day. Maybe it'll come in useful to you.
Just by chance.
Thanks for the information. I'll be going now.
Why?
Go on, get.
Go on, get, little doggy. Just by chance. Let's see. B, you idiot. How many times I gotta tell you? It's under the... Can I take your machete?
Could I borrow your machete?
Can't imagine a fancy suit like yourself using one of these. Go ahead. It'll be fun to watch.
Thank you. I appreciate it. Let's go into the glades. It's very ominous music all of a sudden. It's under the mangrove tree. Under the roots? I mean, R.O. It's under the roots? Oh. Seems to be a small pile of rocks. If you didn't know any better, you'd say they were placed here deliberately. Oh, it's under the rocks, maybe? I'm gonna casually save this. Machete. Alligator. The alligator may be in your way, but you don't want to hack the poor creature to pieces. Well, no, I didn't want to do that. I would just want to, like, wave it at him.
Go on. Get out of here.
Okay. Don't come back out, please and thank you. Oh, sorry. Search underneath the rock pile and find a small metal box. It's locked. You slip the thin blade of the machete in the seam under the box's lid. After a few attempts, you're able to pry it open. Fantastic. Oh, sorry. It's empty apart from a folded sheet of old paper, which you take. Great. B. How to move it again. Go see the three brothers. One will point you the right way. Okay. The three brothers. Like, that seems like the three brothers, but... A cluster of trees grow here. Each one seems to have a branch pointing in a different direction. A patch of ground lies directly beneath where the branch of the tree is pointing. Okay. Ground is soft here, but not enough. Okay, so... Machete? You thrust the machete into the ground and feel it make contact with something hard just below the surface. Twisting it around, you manage to move the soil and uncover yet another metal box. Is it also locked? It is also locked. This machete's coming in really handy. Not for hacking, but for, like, other things. Alright. What do you got now? Another piece of paper. Fantastic. What do we got? Oh, sorry. The law's getting close. Okay. I'm not the law. I'm the mobster. So much worse. The law shows up, you just go to jail. The mob shows up, you did. So... Alright, there's another metal box. I wonder if I could have just... Probably not. You probably wouldn't have let me do it. Machete's blade snaps in half. Apparently it can handle the stress of all these boxes. You sadly toss it away. I guess that means this is our last piece of paper. So if there's a ring, wouldn't it be this one? You search underneath, and you find a rope concealed underneath. You give it a sharp tug. Oh, sweet. Yeah, because I was like, if it's a ring and it's on that hand, it would be a wedding ring, right? So. Oh.
Aha! Found you. Doesn't seem like that's too far away. As long as I can keep that direction, I should be able to make it there before nightfall.
But I don't have my machete. Okay. Let's save. The small patch of dry dirt in front of the shack. Maybe it will eventually be a garden? Doubtful. Soft flickering glow is coming from the window. Oh. Funnels. Mason jars. Empty jars. Fire burns bright and hot as it heats the still above. It can't be very safe to have an open flame so close to all this alcohol, though. Okay. You decide to take a jar of the moonshine. It might come in handy. And I pick up the fire blanket. Okay. Dry dirt. You pour half the moonshine onto the patch of dirt, creating a nice patch of mud. I don't know why I did this, but I've got some mud now. Okay. You try mixing the fire blanket with the moonshine jar, but those things really don't go together. Blob of mud. Okay. What if I do this? Oh, whoops, sorry. I don't know either. I'm taking wild guesses. I'm pointing and clicking. Leave me alone. Exhaust pipe. Condenser pipe. It's connected directly to the sill. Can I grab that? You plug up the condenser with the mud. Okay. Do I have more mud? Okay. That might cause an explosion, but it wouldn't be enough to sabotage both stills. So plug them up. What can I do with this? I don't know either. I'm literally guessing. So I've plugged up with the mud. I've plugged up. Overhang. Oh, okay. Hold on. Against your better judgment, you decide to climb up on the shack's roof. Let's go. And off we get. This place is gonna blow sky high any minute. You better make yourself scarce. Okay. that was it. Uh-oh, sounds like someone's coming. The moonshine runner, but you notice something very familiar about him. It's the would-be bank robber who you encountered all those years ago.
Hey, don't go in there!
What? Who's there? You got no business here. Get away before I pump you full of lead.
Cut it out, you stupid chump. The place is gonna blow.
Get bent. You're gonna be sorry when I come back out here.
Oh,
no,
God.
You idiot!
Well, we tried. We tried.
So it's done? You put him out of business?
Yes, it's done. He won't be a problem anymore.
Well, we
You
tried.
helped him out, huh?
I didn't mean to, but yes.
I like your style. Didn't have you pinned for a button man.
It was an accident, I swear. How was I supposed to know he'd come back when the stills were rigged to blow?
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry about it. I killed a man.
You get used to it. That's all part of the business.
Well, maybe I don't want to get used to it. In fact, maybe I don't want to be part of this business anymore.
Look, you're upset. I get it. It ain't easy bumping someone off. I was pretty upset my first time, too. But get that don't want to be a part of it baloney out of your head. You ain't
You're in
going
now.
anywhere. Understand?
Yes, sir.
Now, that's more like it. Look, I'm having a big party tonight. Come by, have a few drinks, take your mind off things.
All right, maybe I will.
Good. I got an especially big job for you tomorrow, so let's celebrate tonight and discuss the particulars in the morning. See you later, kid.
Mobsters, real estate agents. What's the difference anyway? This ends tonight, fatty. I'll make you see reason one way or another.
Oh, God.
I might not get out of this alive, but I sure as hell can't keep living like this.
Oh, boy. All right. Well. Alfie. Bless your cotton socks. He just wanted somebody to notice him. Like, he just wants someone to notice him.
Excuse me.
How may I help you, sir?
I'll let you get back to work.
Yes, sir.
Thanks.
Everything good with you, Benny?
Good enough, Mr. Banks. Thanks for asking.
Glad to hear it. Keep up the good work.
Do these people not know I'm a mobster now? Can I exit? No, I can't go anywhere anyway. Alright. Can we not just run away? Can we not just be done with all of it? I just want to run away. I just want someone to love me. That's all. That's all I ask. Hey, Butch.
So, they've got you guarding the party, huh?
Beats having to go and get my suit dirty out in the swamp.
What's the occasion for this party anyway?
I think it's one of his girl's birthdays or something. You know, Fatty. He'll throw a party just because he had a particularly pleasing bowel movement. First time in a while he's come out to mingle with the guests, though. Must be feeling pretty good.
Keep up the good work, Butch.
Well,
Hold
okay.
on there, Alfie. You know the rules. I gotta search you.
Fine, but make it quick.
Can't let you in carrying a piece, Alfie. You know how the boss is.
He gave me the
you
piece.
Wanna come in? You're gonna have to hand it over.
Fine. Here.
Okay, you're clear. Go ahead.
So I clearly... What do I have? So I have moonshine. That's it.
Mr. Walsh?
Make it snappy, kid. I got a lot riding on black.
Some party.
Thanks, kid. Glad you're enjoying yourself. Of course, things would be a lot better if that damn delivery would get here already. I'm starting to get impatient.
What delivery?
You mentioned a delivery?
Yeah, that's right, from the bakery. You know, the one the old bag used to run. They're supposed to be sending a cake, but it ain't here yet. Come to think of it, could you be a lamb and go check on it for me?
I'm not your errand boy, Mr. Walsh. Maybe you should ask someone else.
Actually, I think you'll find you are. So get to it.
Yeah, no point in threatening. Let's just we'll go get the cake. We're gonna hide.
My gun, please.
Here you go.
He's a gun carrier now. That innocent young man who came from New York to make a name for himself in real estate. Oh, Alfie. Alfie. Poor thing. Also, these gloves are definitely helping combat the cold weather. Like, the tips of my fingers are still cold, but it's definitely not as bad as it was.
Excuse me.
How may I? I'll let you. Yes.
Okay, there's nothing. I was waiting to see if maybe there was an option to speak to him. You recognize this guy as Louis, one of the many thugs in Fatty's network. Seeing him dressed in this baker getup makes it difficult for you to contain your laughter.
Louis!
Alfie!
How'd you wind up getting this gig?
Fatty said I looked the part. Never trust a skinny baker, he said.
True.
I guess you can't really argue with that logic. The apron really suits you.
Thanks.
So, Fatty kept this place going as a bakery?
Yeah. Can't say I blame him, though. It's a good side business, nice for laundering, you know?
Not to mention always having sweets available.
Now you're starting to understand.
Speaking of...
I hear there's supposed to be a cake delivery to the Biltmore tonight.
That's right, for Fatty's party. Al's in the back putting the finishing touches on it. But then, he's been doing that for hours. He's obsessed with getting it just right. I had no idea he was this high-strung. I just hope he gets it done in time, or we're all gonna get it.
Alright.
Take it easy.
You too.
We'll go and check what he's doing then. Because now I'm allowed back here. Glass of whiskey on the table. Apparently it helps Al work.
Hey, Al. How's it going?
Thanks. I haven't got time to chat right now. I need to have this cake absolutely perfect by tonight or there's gonna be hell to pay.
Okay. Quite a fancy cake. Clearly a lot of work has gone into making it. Okay. Al probably wouldn't appreciate you messing with this cake. You pour just a tiny drop of moonshine into the glass of whiskey. Great. Casually go wait over here. Oh. Hey, Al.
Hey, Al. How's it going?
Thanks. You poisoned me, didn't you?
What? Don't be ridiculous. I think you're just working too hard.
Shh. Stop talking so loud.
Okay. Can I put my gun in the cake? Taking advantage of Al's current state, you sneakily shove the gun inside the cake, then cover up the giant hole in the side.
Hey, Al.
Thanks.
What? Shh.
Okay. Can we go now? While Al is otherwise distracted, you steal a dollop of icing from the side of the cake. Delicious. Okay. I think we're good to go. Are we good to go? Let's ask Louis. Be like, hey man, bring the cake.
Louis.
Alfie.
Take it easy.
You too.
Okay. So can I just leave then? Do I still have the same old car? Really? I didn't get an upgrade? Alright. Let's see what happens. I don't see this ending well. But sure.
Hold on there, Alfie. You know the rules. I gotta search you.
Yeah.
Fine, but make it quick.
Okay, you're clear. Go ahead.
Yes, that's right. Because my gun is in the cake. Alright, I'm gonna save it. Cake? Cake? You retrieve your special ingredient from the cake when nobody's looking.
Mr. Walsh?
Make it snappy, kid. I got a lot riding on black.
Mr. Walsh, we need to talk.
Not now, kid. I'm busy.
No, you're gonna listen to me now.
No, I'm gonna put 5 on red now. Now get out of my face before I get ticked off.
It's no use. You're gonna have to... Okay.
Never mind.
Alright, kinda. It's now or never. You go over the threats you've rehearsed in your head once again, then reach in your pocket for your gun. Just as you're about to pull it out, however...
Boss, big trouble. The coppers are on their way. Someone tipped them off and they're coming to raid us.
Wouldn't you just know it, and right during a winning streak, too? Okay, you know the drill. Flip the switches and clear everyone out. Party's over, folks. Everybody kindly scram.
Oh, boss, there's just one more thing.
Yeah?
What the hell was that?
He had it coming. Some of the guys up north felt he was getting too big for his britches. So
I
I
didn't
got
have
the
to kill
order to
anyone.
cut him down.
So what happens to us now that Fatty's gone? Who's in charge, I mean?
Sorry to bust your bubble, but it ain't you. They'll send someone else from up north in the next couple of days. That's how this works.
So much for loyalty.
Don't give me that crap, Banks. You've been doing this long enough to know that it's all about knowing your place and doing what you're told.
So that story about the police coming was just a distraction?
Oh, no, they're coming all right. They need to find the bodies, so this makes the news. Now, enough standing around.
Yeah, let's
Butch,
get...
wait.
Huh?
You're just gonna leave? What am I supposed to do?
Oh, yeah, about that. The coppers are gonna need someone to pin this on. I'm sorry to say, you drew the short straw, kid. No hard feelings, huh? Oh, I'm locking the elevator behind me, so don't bother trying to follow.
What? How can you just...
Oh, Alfie.
I better figure out another way out of here. And fast.
Alright, doors. It's just a balcony. Booze. Desk. Is there anything in the desk I can use? You rummage through Fatty's desk, but all you manage to find is a piece of paper with a very odd short story on it. The escape. Gloria knew the time had come. It was now or never. Nobody could tell her what to do. God, wait. That is hard to read. Hold on. Violet had tried to warn her. Once she had even intervened. David was sweet, but she didn't love him. Knowing this made her feel ill. Anyone would have stayed. Running away was all she had. Understandably, she was quite upset. Marriage just wasn't for her. Okay, hold on. So Gloria knew. Nobody would tell her. Violet. Once. Gin. Vodka. Rum. Gin, vodka, rum. Gin. Vodka. What's this? Rum. You hear a rumbling sound coming from the other side of the room. Secret passage is opened up through which you escape. Hell yes.
Thanks. Over here. Easy there, fellas. Let this guy through. He's with me. Is what they're saying true? Fatty Walsh is dead?
I think I'd prefer to plead the fifth on that one, Miss Douglas.
It's not exactly a secret that you were working for him.
Maybe not, but I've realized it's time for another career change.
Well, I'm afraid you're out of luck if you were planning on going back to Coral Gables. Our friend, George Merrick, got ousted from the city commission last June. Just as well, really. I was starting to get sick of writing all that bait-and-hook baloney. There's a new mayor, too. Dammers had some medical issue and went back up north.
Is that so?
In any case, the boom's over. It's all gone bust now. Fact is, the whole world is changing.
Yes, I'm beginning to get that impression.
So what's next for you? Aside from dodging the police, that is.
I'm not sure, but I'll try and figure something out. Good night, Miss Douglas, and thanks. I guess I owe you one.
Don't mention it. Good night, Mr. Banks, and good luck. Something tells me we're all going to be needing quite a lot of it very soon.
When was the Great Depression? Wall Street in panic as stocks crash? Marjorie wasn't kidding. The world really has changed. As the country has sunk into a Great Depression, so have you. After the repeal of Prohibition, you mainly spend your time frequenting the newly opened bars. Chapter 4. Returning Alone. Oh, Alfie. Fall 1935.
Another round for you, Bill? Sure, why not? Ever since they started letting us drink again, I just can't say no. So, has the old sad sack been in tonight?
Not yet, but it's coming up on 9. He should be here any minute.
You know, he may be a real son of a bitch, but I can't help but feel sorry for him.
Well, I don't. Plenty of people are hurting these days. A whole bunch are way worse off than him. I'll take those poor folks in the Dust Bowl, for example. Anyway, just because he used to be a real estate big shot doesn't give him the excuse to be disagreeable. But hey, as long as he pays and keeps to himself, I have no quarrel with him.
Maybe I can get him going tonight and see if we can finally find out if he was really working for the mob.
Well, speak of the devil.
Got a bit of gray in the temples there.
Good evening, Mr. Banks. What'll it be tonight?
Rum. And don't skimp on me like you usually do.
Yeah, got a bit of
Yes, sir. Will
bit of
this be
gray.
on your tab?
It is every other night. Why should tonight be any different?
Here you are, sir.
Say, you got a light, pal?
Give him matches.
Thanks, buddy.
Have I got horns coming out of my forehead or something?
No, sir.
Then why are you staring at me like I do?
You used to work in real estate, didn't you?
Yeah, so? What of it?
So, I'm curious about what it was like to be right in the middle of the land boom. But really, I'm more curious about what happened afterwards. Is it true you were working for Fatty Walsh?
I see word gets around. But I've got my own word of advice. If I were you, I'd stop asking those sorts of questions before things get unpleasant.
Oh, is that a threat? This is exciting. Are you threatening me?
Bill, knock it off.
Yes, I am. And in addition, I'm also doing this.
Oh. Well, alright then.
Oh, my head. Well, I suppose I've woken up in worse spots than this before. What's that over there on the wall?
Welp. On the wall. What? This? This wall? Is this the wall you're looking at? You examine the flyers more closely. It's just a bunch of old posters from movies, music, events, and Prohibition, although you can just make out a familiar blue underneath one of them. You attempt to tear some of the posters off, but they've become plastered to the wall. There has to be some way of seeing what's underneath. You don't want to explore the dumpster too closely. It doesn't seem to be anything useful in it. That's fair. Do I have anything? Matches. Wait. Half empty pocket of matches. It's your flask. You've had it for about 4 years now, and lately it seems to be your best friend. I don't know. I'm just gonna... Can I burn the posters? Okay. Box. An old red handkerchief. Okay. Cool. Flask with water. I always think... It's like I know I need to rub it off. Okay, let's... With the puddle. Fantastic. Now I have a dirty wet handkerchief. Da 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 da.
Coral Gables. The Golden Galleon. Huh. The days when I was an upstart kid who was gonna make something of himself and restore the family name. Look where that got me. Ah, forget it. Life's too short to hold grudges. After all, if it hadn't been for Merrick, I'd probably be panhandling in Bryant Park right now. Might as well go see how the old bird is doing these days. Can't possibly be worse off than me. This place hasn't changed one bit. At least something from the old days is still around.
Alfie Banks? What on earth are you
she's
doing
still alive.
here?
Mrs. Merrick, I know it's been a while, and I'm sorry.
10 years is much more than a while in my book, young man.
10 years.
In any case, I'm afraid you've picked a bad time to call.
What's the matter?
It's George, that stubborn fool. He's gonna get himself killed.
Killed? How?
You mean you haven't heard?
There's a hurricane coming. They're saying it might be as bad as the one in 26. It's set to pass through the Keys tomorrow afternoon.
So, why hasn't anyone prepared here?
Because it's not expected to come this far north.
Then there's something I'm not understanding. How exactly is George in danger?
We've been living down in Matacumbe Key for the past few years. George opened up a fishing club, and we've been running it together ever since he was ousted from the city commission. When he heard the hurricane was coming, he sent me up here and refused to budge. He said he wasn't going to let his dream die twice.
That's crazy! We have to get him out of there!
I'm afraid there isn't much that can be done. They've stopped all the trains going south.
There has to be a way. Don't worry, ladies. I'll get George back here safely. I owe him that much, at least.
Please be careful, Alfie.
And good luck.
Well, apparently not everyone thinks I'm an asshole, so that's kind of nice.
Begging your pardon, sir.
What can I do for you?
Didn't you used to be a guard at the Dinner Key Marina?
Yes, I did. Until I got fired for letting some jerk steal a part from a hydroplane. Took me years to be able to convince anyone to hire me back.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
That wasn't me.
When does the next train leave?
It doesn't.
What?
Well, haven't you heard? There's a hurricane set to strike the Keys.
Yes, I have, actually.
Well, then you should know that all the trains have been canceled.
You don't understand. It's of the utmost importance that I get down to the Keys.
I do understand, and I'm afraid you're out of luck, friend. There's only one train going down there, and it's not for passengers.
Why not?
Because it's being sent to evacuate the WPA construction workers who haven't left yet. If you need to take a fishing trip, I suggest you wait a few days.
There's something important we need to discuss.
Is there? Do tell.
Why does this guy kind of sound like Rob Lowe? Does he?
Look, friend, it's extremely important I get on that train.
Alright. I've got an official... Nope. I have a friend in the Keys who needs my help.
I have a friend in the Keys who needs my help.
Your friend has probably already been evacuated. There's nobody in their right mind left
main
down there
guy?
who shouldn't be there.
I know for a fact he
This
hasn't.
guy, Alfie?
He's very stubborn and insists on staying.
I still don't see how that's my problem.
Okay.
A man might die if I don't go down and save him. Can you really live with that
I'm
on your
pretty
conscience?
sure this
And
is...
if I let you go down there, you might get yourself killed too.
Hold on.
And then I'd have 2 deaths on my conscience. So unless you give me an extraordinary reason, you're not getting on this train.
I need to save George Merrick. He's in danger.
Merrick? The Coral Gables guy? What's he doing down there?
He's been running a fishing club, but he's insisted on staying behind. Please, you don't know him like I do. He's very stubborn and passionate. If I don't go down there, he won't budge and he'll probably die.
Well, I'm sorry, but I have to stand firm on my
I
orders.
was close.
You're not getting on this train.
Can I try it again? Hold on. What if I try... So apparently the guy doing the voice of Alfie is named Andy Chemko. I actually thought it was someone else, I'm gonna be really honest. Abe Goldfarb did Doc Dammers. Didn't even pick that up. So Abe is my follow alert. Francesco Gonzalez did Umberto. Dave Gilbert, couple of voices. Love it. Rebecca Whitaker. Marjorie Stoneman Douglas. Anyway.
Begging your pardon, sir.
What can I do for you?
I'm afraid I must...
Have a good...
Okay, no, let's load. Can I load this? Oh, no, really? No, okay, never mind. I'm not going that far back. Forget it. Okay. How do I... figure out... get on...
Look, I'm desperate. I need to get on that train. Can I maybe offer you a drink to look the other way?
A drink? You're trying to buy me off with a drink? You're just lucky. I've been craving one for hours. Go on, before I change my mind. And if anyone asks, you don't tell them I let you on board.
It's not what it sounds like. Fair enough. Yeah, I guess so, actually. Now that you say it. Hours later.
Can't see a thing. We should be well on our way. Now I just need to find a way out of this car.
Lamp. Lamp is empty. It won't be much use to you currently. Stuff. Crates and barrels. Hasn't got any kerosene. Righto. Okay, so can I use this, the barrel? Okay, I've got my kerosene, put in the lamp, and then casually, and hopefully not burn my hands.
The storm seems to have made landfall already. Horse feathers! Sticking around back here probably isn't the best idea. I should head towards the front of the train.
Okay, grab the hammer. Alright, let's go. Hi!
What? Who are you? What are you doing on this train?
The name's Banks.
Yeah,
I snuck
right?
on board because I need to get to the keys.
You're crazy. What were you thinking?
I thought this train was meant to be taking supplies down there.
It was, but the people who sent it underestimated the power of the storm. We're only going forward because there's no way to turn back. The train is already starting to come apart. You're lucky you came up here when you did. I was just about to detach the locomotive.
But why?
Because if even one car gets blown off the tracks, the rest of the train will too. It's not worth... Oh, damn it. I was afraid this would happen. If we don't equalize the pressure in this car, in the next few minutes, it'll come apart.
Okay. Let's go.
Help me get one of these windows open, would ya?
Yeah, hammer, window.
Good going, Banks. Now let's get to the locomotive.
Oh, he knows my name.
Catch the train. Otherwise, we'll be swept off the tracks along with the rest of it.
Okay. Let's go. Looking pretty serious.
The winds seem to have died down slightly. We must be entering the eye of the storm.
Oh.
Or maybe not. I'd better find George. There isn't much time.
Okay. Let's go here.
George, open this door right now.
Yeah, Melbourne Breeze.
Alfie Banks? I have to admit, you were the last person I expected to see walking through
Melbourne
that door.
Breeze.
What brings you to my little club?
I came to get you, George. In case you weren't aware, there's a huge hurricane on its way.
I am well aware, yes. In fact, I sent Eunice away because of it.
I know. She's the one who told me where I could find you.
I see. I have to confess, I don't fully understand why you've come. But as long as you're here, go ahead and have a seat.
I haven't got time to talk. We have to leave.
I insist. Besides, I'm not going anywhere.
God. Okay, hold on.
George?
Yes?
George, I know we didn't see eye to eye last time we spoke, and things haven't changed. I still respect you, but I also stand by what I said.
I can't change the way you feel, and I'm sorry things had to go the way they did. So, now that we've got that out of the way, what else is on your mind?
Kitten?
Why haven't you evacuated?
Gotta go,
Ever heard
bro.
the old saying, the captain always goes down with his ship? I never abandoned Coral Gables. I see no reason why I should abandon the Caribbean Club.
Coral Gables was lucky. It didn't get the worst of the hurricane in 26. You're right in the path of this one.
That may be, but I think I've taken sufficient precautions.
Did you know this hurricane was coming?
I had heard, yes. The weatherman had been talking about it on the radio the past few days. They seem to take them a bit more seriously down here in the Keys.
I wonder why.
So, what have you been doing with yourself the past few years?
Casually.
Well, I'm sure you heard about the bust. Coral Gables went bankrupt, and I was forced to step down from the commission. I always enjoyed it down here in the Keys, and Eunice's family just happened to own this property. So we came down here and opened up the fishing club. It's been a much quieter life than I'm used to, but I can't complain. I suppose I had my time to shine.
Couldn't the others have done something for you? What about Doc?
I assume you didn't hear that Doc passed away 5 years ago.
No, I didn't. Huh.
Huh.
George, we need to leave. Isn't there any way I can convince
Alright,
you?
we gotta...
You did a pretty good job of convincing plenty of other people in the old days. I'm not opposed to hearing what you have to say.
Alright, we gotta do this.
So, Alfie, why is it so important we go back? Your
mother is terribly ill. I came to tell you. I don't think she's going to make it. You need to come back to Miami as soon as possible.
Alfie, please. I watched you sell countless plots of lands and houses to people for years. Do you think I can't tell when you're lying? If this is what you came for, I think we should turn our attention to more worthwhile conversation topics.
Alright, so be honest. Alright.
George.
Alright.
Yes?
Okay.
George, please, listen to me. We have to get
be
out
honest,
of here.
but...
So you say.
Yeah.
But I have yet to see any valid reason to.
Okay.
So, Alfie, why?
Because if we don't get out of here, this storm will kill us both.
The storm is passing through right now, yes, but we're safe in here. I've taken all the necessary precautions.
Have you?
Besides, if things get too rough, there's an underground shelter just outside we can stay in.
But
don't you worry. We'll be fine. Let's discuss something else, please.
Okay, so
George,
that
yes?
doesn't help either.
George, so you say. So, Alfie...
You're needed.
Coral Gables needs you back, George. It's just not the same without you.
Oh, I hardly think that's true. Coral Gables has been fine without me the past few years. We had our moment in the sun. It's time for a new generation to take over.
There's still so much left to do in Coral Gables. You can't just give up now.
Oh, really? This is an interesting change of attitude. Didn't you give up on Coral Gables when you decided to work for Tom Walsh?
Hmm.
I wasn't giving up on Coral Gables. I was giving up on you.
Of course. We've already covered this ground. No need to rub salt any further into the wound. Let's keep things civil and discuss something else, shall we?
Damn it.
George.
Okay.
Yes?
Let's
George,
try
so
this
you
again. Okay, hold on.
So, Alfie...
Okay, so,
Coral
needed,
Gables
yes.
needs you back, George.
Oh, we had our moment in the sun.
There's still so much left to do in Coral Gables. You can't just give up now.
Oh, really? This is an interesting change of attitude. Didn't you give up on Coral Gables when you decided to work for Tom Walsh?
No, don't do that. This isn't about me. We're discussing you.
And quite frankly, I think we've exhausted that topic. Let's move on.
No. Okay, so that's also...
George.
Damn it.
Yes?
George, please.
Not doing very well with
listen to
my
me.
persuasion.
We have to get out of here.
So you say.
Needless to say, if I was trying to,
Alfie,
I don't
why
think I'd
is
be
it
able
so
to convince
important to go
anyone to not.
Coral Gables needs you back, George. It's just not the
jump.
same without you.
I hardly think that's true. Coral Gables has been fine without me.
Don't think I do very well.
We had our moment in the sun. It's time for a new generation to take over.
You know, you're right. We had our time, but we're just relics of a bygone era now.
I didn't mean it like that, Alfie. You know that's not the attitude I like. If we're just going to sit around moping about the past, I think it would...
Oh, God.
George?
Yes?
George!
So you said... So, Alfie...
Okay, needed
Coral
is
Gables
definitely
needs
the
you.
one.
We had our moment in...
Let's do... well, actually, might as well. Optimistic.
No! The new generation are a bunch of imbeciles with no idea what they're doing. They need you there to make sure they don't screw things up.
Have some faith, Alfie. We laid the groundwork. Things aren't going to collapse overnight. If you're going to continue with that negative attitude...
Okay, so it is convinced.
Yes?
It's just...
George, so Alfie...
Okay, you need it.
Coral Gables.
Yep,
We
yep,
had our moment.
yep. Convince.
Oh, really? Didn't you get...
I saw the way things were headed and decided to go for a more lucrative opportunity.
For which I can hardly blame you, but I just wish you hadn't jumped ship so soon.
What else was I supposed to do? Drown with the rats? I don't share your optimism, George. I still can't understand how you never felt tempted to just give up yourself.
Who says I didn't? Do you think you're the only one who saw what was going on? The Depression came to Coral Gables years before the rest of the country. There were days when I thought about packing it all in. I knew when the bubble had burst, but I worked too hard to just give everything up. I stayed until they threw me out.
I didn't know that. I thought you were just naive.
We all have our bad days, Alfie. Sometimes it's bad weeks or even months. But what's important above all else is sticking to your principles.
You're right, how could I have been so rash? I'm an idiot. Are your principles worth getting killed over? Principles are great. No.
Are your principles worth getting killed over?
Are we back to this again? I told you we're perfectly safe here. In any case, let's change the subject, please.
So it's the first one.
George,
I've almost got it. I've almost
George,
got it. We just got to skip through some of this.
So,
Hold on.
Alfie,
Yep. Yep.
Coral
That one.
Gables,
Yep.
we had
Yep. Yep. Convince.
so
Yep.
didn't
Yep.
you-
Yep. Defend.
Who
Yep. Yep.
who
Yep.
says the Depression?
Yep.
I knew.
Yep.
We all have our bad days.
You're right, George. I don't know how I could have been so rash in my decision. I'm an idiot.
Now, Alfie, don't be so hard on yourself. The fact that you're here now says volumes. But really, let's discuss something else.
Oh, damn it. So it's not that.
George?
Yes?
George!
So,
Oh my god. Okay, hold on.
so Alfie,
Coral Gables.
we had our...
Convince.
Oh, didn't-
Yep. Yep. Defend.
I-
Yep.
I
Yep. Yep.
suggested
Yep.
it,
Yep.
but
Yep. Yep.
we
Yep.
all have our...
I understand what you're saying, George, but times have changed. Principles are important, surely, but the depression and lack of money is all anyone thinks about. You made the city beautiful, sparing no expense, making it all about the aesthetics. But think about the value of that city in the current economic climate. Someone in charge wouldn't think twice about tearing down the Biltmore to sell the land if it meant a profit.
And all the work we did, all the sacrifices people made will have meant nothing. I hadn't even considered that possibility. I can't in good conscience allow something like that to happen. It seems living down here all these years has made me a bit out of touch. All right, Alfie. As soon as this storm passes, we'll take the first train back to Miami so I can assess the situation myself. Thank you for helping me see things a bit more clearly.
I think I'm the one who should be thanking you for that, George.
Right. Let's get a move on.
We should be careful. It sounds like the storm has gotten stronger.
Oh.
George, this building is coming apart. We haven't got any time to lose. We need to get someplace safer.
When we get out there, we need to head directly for the shelter south of here. Just follow me, and we'll be there in no time.
Right behind you. George, watch out! The ceiling is collapsing!
Epilogue. A grave in the Everglades.
Ladies and gentlemen, today we remember a very special man whose life was unfortunately cut short. Alfie Banks was someone who wasn't afraid to speak his mind. In fact, he certainly gave me a piece of it one of the last times I spoke with him. However, at heart, he was a kind soul. Alfie cared about the well-being of others, even if they wronged him, and that takes class. In the time I knew and worked with him, Alfie always showed an immense amount of initiative, which makes it no surprise that he achieved as much as he did.
Did he?
Despite harder times in his last few years, he showed in the end that he was a good man. I would not be here speaking to you right now if it weren't for him. Not only do I owe my life to him, but my livelihood as well. Though I may not have expressed it as clearly as I should have, Alfie was instrumental in the success of Coral Gables. I'm sure he knew that. And though he was taken from us far too soon, Alfie's legacy will live on in the streets and buildings of this city. Because, just like the galleon which came to be the symbol of Coral Gables, Alfie sailed through all our lives, leaving behind a golden wake.
It's a pretty small crowd. Although, to be honest, my funeral wouldn't be much more than that, if that. Edward Doc Dammers, Coral Gables' first mayor, completed his term in 1928. In 1929, he suffered a stroke while playing golf. After several months of recovery, he returned to his summer home in Cochituate, Massachusetts, where he died on March 24th, 1930. Despite being killed in his penthouse suite on March 4th, 1929, Thomas Fatty Walsh's legacy lives on at the Biltmore Hotel, where many claim his ghost still haunts the 13th floor. Employees have reported elevator malfunctions, as well as the smell of cigar smoke when nobody is staying in the suite. Althea Merrick continued living at her home until her death in 1937. In 1976, the city of Coral Gables acquired the house and restored it to its 1925 appearance. In 2010, the Coral Gables Garden Club commissioned a bronze statue of Althea, which currently sits in the garden of the Coral Gables house. William Jennings Bryan went on to participate in the Scopes monkey trial in 1925, where he famously took the stand and denounced evolution. Successfully achieving a guilty verdict, Bryan died 5 days after the trial ended. He denounced evolution, did he? Interesting. Mabel Cody continued performing death-defying stunts with her flying circus until 1924, when it disbanded due to an accident where she suffered a broken forearm and dislocated shoulder. She went on to join the Doug Davis Baby Ruth Flying Circus. Eunice Peacock Merrick remained in Coral Gables until her death in 1989. Her contributions of land as well as founding the Coral Gables Women's Club and Gardening Club made her a pivotal figure in the development of the city. Marjorie Stoneman Douglas went on to become a crusader for the environment, best known for her work related to the conservation of the Everglades. Her best-selling book, The Everglades: River of Grass, made her cause popular and earned her the nickname the Grand Dame of the Everglades. She died in 1998 at the age of 108. Holy crap. After the 1935 hurricane destroyed the Caribbean colony, George Merrick returned to Coral Gables, where he re-entered the real estate business. In 1940, he became postmaster of Miami and died 2 years later, in 1942, at the age of 55. Merrick's legacy is still apparent in Coral Gables to this day. In addition to several streets and parks which carry his name, a statue of him was erected in front of Coral Gables City Hall in 2006, commemorating his vision and eternal optimism. I know, 108, imagine. A game by Francisco Gonzalez. I finished another game. Producer Dave Gilbert. Yeah, that ending always got me. I was like, are you serious? I just played this whole game kind of like hoping that things would work out better for Alfie, and he dies. Like, seriously? I remember it really, and that's why this game has always stuck with me for exactly that reason. Because I was just like, are you freaking kidding me? One of those twisted endings, yeah. Although, he seems to like doing that as well. Apparently there's another game that I need to play of his. Oh, good. Geez, thanks for being here. I guess we're starting a new game on Sunday. I'll see you next time, hopefully. Have a good sleep. Special guest appearance by Ben Chandler as Benny the Doorman. My pleasure. More point and click to come, don't you worry. Thanks, we'll see how it goes. And you for playing. Thank you. The end. Well, damn. Yeah. This all started because he was asked who should be fired, and his colleagues decided that no, it's not going to be me. We're gonna like frame him. This is how it all began. Crazy. Alright. Let me do this. And we'll say goodnight to YouTube. And then I will find somewhere on Twitch for us to raid. Let me just, or maybe not actually. Hold on. I'm gonna say goodnight